Hi, it's your Pisces MC Trevor Quincy, and today is May 13th, 2023. It's a Saturday, and I am live. Don't know why, but decided to go live today. Of course, if you're watching our pre-recorded version, we're doing what we usually do. We're answering questions. We may do a little reading, who knows? So if you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments section, and also be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, yeah, you got the church music in the background. My mom is working on the church program for tomorrow for Mother's Day, you know? So while we're waiting for our audience to come in, I'm going to get myself prepared. I'm going to pull up the astro weather forecast. Hi, everyone. Just preparing. What's my sign? Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, should I tell you or should I make you guess? Let's make you guess for today. What's my sign? What do you think my sign is? Oh, I should do like a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll. Let me edit this. What is Trevor's sun? I'll do rising sign. Rising sign. Okay, there we go. I'll put a little poll so that way people can vote and then we'll see. Hopefully I don't spoil the whole thing in the beginning. All right, let me see. Cancer, Virgo. I gotta keep quiet. Is it there? Who knows? Who knows? All right, so while we're waiting for people to come in, I'm just pulling up our astro weather forecast. Let's see what's going on in the sky right now. All right, so here's what's going on for May 13th. Today, 2023, sun's at 22 degrees Taurus, sun's at a critical degree, moon 6 Pisces, Mercury 5 Taurus retrograde, Venus 6 Cancer, Mars 26 Cancer, Mars is at a critical degree, Jupiter 29 Aries, Jupiter's at a critical degree as well, Saturn 6 Pisces, Uranus 19 Taurus, Neptune 27 Pisces, Pluto 0 Aquarius retrograde, Pluto's at a critical degree, Chiron 17 Aries, North Node 3 Taurus, the North Node is direct today, and Lilith 7 Leo. All right, let's take a look at what's going on weather-wise, because, you know, right now it says it's 78 degrees outside, high 83, night 56. So right now I'm in New York, it's cloudy outside, as it usually is, but it's 78 degrees. I may go sit outside after this live. Who knows? So how's everyone doing? Where's everybody from? Let me know. Oh, it's quiet today. Let's see, is the connection working? Okay, yep, no. It's cool. Fix my eyebrow. All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, also, we're doing questions today as well as reading. So if you guys want a reading, feel free to let me know, and I'll put the payment information aboard. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, so I'll put the payment info up here. Give me 1 second. We're going to enter it. Readings are going to be $15 today. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So let me know if you want a reading. Ooh, Newark, New Jersey. We're close. I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island. I'm a native New Yorker. I'm doing good today. I just decided to go live. Usually I don't go live on the weekends, but here I am on the weekend, live. But I'm doing good for the most part. How are you doing? Newark, New Jersey. How did you get the lip thing? Is that like a new thing? Because I don't know how you did that. So wait, so you're somewhat. I am a native New Yorker. Wait, so you're an Aries? No, I don't know. I'm not an Aries. Okay, so I'll give you a hint. I'm not an Aries. That's my only hint. But let's see. What do the polls say so far? Okay, so Aries, Libra, 33-33, Taurus, Scorpio, 33-33, Gemini, Sagittarius, you guys know me too well. Cancer, Capricorn, 33-33, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, you guys. Okay, we see something that, actually, let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm seeing something. You Aggie. I'm not Aggie. Well, not today. You should have caught me earlier this week. That's when I was really Aggie. I went to an open mic night. Not this past Monday, but last Monday. That was when I was really Aggie, look, you know? Okay, so what we're doing today, if you have any astrology questions, feel free to ask me. And we're also doing readings. Readings are open, so if in the case that you want a reading, they're going to be $15. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the name is synonymous, TRZO LLC, amongst all the platforms. I might get one about my mom because she needs help. Okay, no worry. How was it, the open mic? Well, okay, so I went to two, because the first one that I went to, it was really giving a Mercury retrograde thing. So I went to this open mic. It was in Brooklyn. And they had a live band. And so if you wanted to do the open mic portion, you can write down what song you want and then the band will actually play it and then you can sing. So I think I was number 8 because it's my lucky number. So I was like, okay, let me go. It was my turn to go and the band did not know my song. And so they played the same, I think it was like a 4-measure chord. They played that the whole time and it was not great. But what was I expecting for a band that didn't know the song? We never rehearsed with the band before. And so it went okay, but like I'm an inner perfectionist. So I did, I handled it very professional, but then I tended to just get off stage and I left. The way I grabbed my bag, called my Viola Davis in that gif. She grabbed her bag and was out. That was me. All right, let's see here. What's my opinion on Gemini moons? I don't really have an opinion on them, but I will say here, like Gemini moons, they find emotional fulfillment when they're talking out their feelings, especially with people that they feel comfortable with. But they have to watch out for spreading misinformation and spreading gossip as well, because that can definitely affect their emotions, because then people will talk about them and that can negatively affect how they may feel. So that's general analysis. She's a Virgo, Cap, Libra, very earthy. And Cap is strongest in Libra too. So I'm interested to see her chart. Let's say, I'm a Leo, life path number 9, manifestor in human design. What can you tell about me? Well, we're hopping systems here, Sun and Leo, I can tell you that your sun's at home, that your major focus is building up your confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection. Life path number 9, definitely towards the ending of some sort. Life path number 9 is a very regenerative number, very humanitarian-like, definitely loves to give to other people as well. It's ruled by Mars, so pay attention to where Mars is in your chart. Though, life path number 9 does signify regeneration, and it also signifies what's next for you, not just on a spiritual level, but on a holistic level. Like what's next, what's coming next, because after the number 9 comes the number 1 again. Manifestor in human design just means that you do better by yourself. You do better doing your own things, but you do need what is it? You need to get your mission out. Like you need to tell people about what you're doing before you do it. Juxtapose just doing it and then nobody knows what's going on and then it doesn't take off, so you need to have that communication with people despite, wanting to be by yourself too. So that's a little snippet. All right, your vibe. Thank you. All right, will Miguel confess? I don't know. Let's see. Stay tuned next week where we tune into our soap operas. Stay tuned for the break. Gemini, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Okay, so I'm not doing big 3 analyses. If you want the big 3, I might as well just do the chart reading, because then that way I can just pull up the whole chart and we can see how everything's manifesting. My damn phone is acting crazy. Got me looking like I'm stuttering. Well, I stutter here all the time on live. You're fine. I got the North Node in the 3rd house. It's getting better with time. Life path number 6. Ooh, Venus. Definitely need to find the balance between work and home, okay? Because it's either that you're really into your family and that you need to pay attention to your career, or 9 out of 10 times you're very much into your career and you need to focus on your home. You may feel like sometimes people are pulling you in multiple directions. You need to figure out what direction you would like to go in. That's when the 6 becomes the 7, Do I have Zell? I don't have Zell anymore. I don't, because Zell is, they tend to act a little, so no, I don't have Zell anymore. Let's see, can you please talk about Saturn, and what in regards to Saturn would you like to know? Playmate, oh yeah, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, same username, TRZO LLC. Life path number 8. Ooh, that's ruled by Saturn, I'll tell you that. Life path number 8. You guys tend to go through things that not many people go through, so you guys know hardship like no other. Though, don't let these challenges define who you are, okay? Because they're happening because they're setting you up for abundance, success. Life path number 8 is the CEO, so you guys are going through this hardship. That way you can help out not only yourself, but other people at large, but it doesn't come easy. You have to work for it. Paid Cash App. Ariana, I think I got yours. I think you were the first one that I got, because I did see a Cash App come through before, but we're going to see in just a second. We're just answering some questions right now. Saturn return, how does it affect us? Okay, so Saturn return, in a general note, when your Saturn returns back to the point at which you were born, you're really learning lessons. You're not learning anything new anymore, because when Saturn returns back to the point, you already learned the lessons from when Saturn was first in the sign that you were born with, so you're now recapping. It's kind of like a final test to see, did you really take into consideration the lessons that you've learned all throughout your 29 and a half years of existence? If so, here's the blessing that's going to last a very long time. It's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. But if you haven't learned the lessons, then you're going to go back around that cycle. The second Saturn return is not as easy as the first one, is because you already know what's going to come now. And so the second one is going to tend to be a little bit more harder if you didn't catch the lesson. So really pay attention to the house and the sign that it's in. Not my computer glitching. You have to pay attention to the sign of the house that Saturn is in to get more of an analysis as to what is really going to manifest around that Saturn return, and make sure that you're taking into consideration those lessons. Remember, Saturn is kind of like the obstacles, restrictions, limitations. So see where that's manifesting and see what you can learn from them, despite how hard it may be, okay? Let's see. I'm also an Aries sun. Oh, wait, hold on. Aries sun, Aquarius moon, and Virgo rising. Just wanted to throw that out there. Come on, big three. Let us know your big three, too. I want to know. I want to know. I love Aquarius moons, by the way. It's because my Jupiter's in Aquarius, so I said what I said. You know, life path 8th with a Capricorn moon. Money is life. People with life path number 8 do tend to make a lot with money, but it's because they have to go through a lot of hardships to get it, you know? But just be sure that we're not equating your money to your worth and value, too. All right? That's a 6th lesson, though, too. Any insight on this Pluto retrograde? Well, on June 11th, it is going back into Capricorn. But right now it's at 0 degrees Aquarius. I personally don't feel it. I don't know about anybody else. It was in my 8th house, and I'm like, I have not had any transformations major yet. But June 11th, it is going back into Capricorn. And so for those that are in the United States, we're redoing our Pluto return here. Doesn't it sound fantastic? But no, when Pluto goes back into Capricorn, this just means business contract. Could be business, but career status, legacy, and life's work will go through a major transformation on a global collective scale, depending on the house that it's in. If there's anything global happening, that's when you're going to feel that Pluto placement. What do you feel with Pluto? It's more like you know what you need to let go of, but if you don't let go of it, it's going to be that tower moment. But when it's retrograde, it's more like an internal, we already know what we need to let go of, and so it's just taking those actions to let go of what no longer serves us, what no longer is in alignment. Also, it's a great time to prioritize your healing journey too. But as I said, Pluto's going retrograde back into Capricorn June 11th, and it'll stay there until about 2024. So right now it's Aquarius. So right now it's dealing with friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of our future endeavors. And that's for about another month. Let's see. What are my top 3 favorite sun signs? I don't have favorite. Well, I like Capricorns. I do. But that's just because Capricorn sits in a house that's very pivotal for me. You know, so that's a hint. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, 12 on my clock. Divine completion. I don't know if I have a favorite 3 zodiac signs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Let's see. For Saturn return, I would like to make sure that you learned your. I would make sure that you learned your lessons. Right. My whole chart is pretty much Aries, Virgo, and Aquarius and 1 Taurus placement. I would explain my chart, but that would give away the whole poll for today. Oh, this is hard because I really want to share with you what my energy is. Let's see here. Okay, Libra, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Capricorn rising. Interesting mix. Pluto's in my 12th house right now. In Aquarius, or is it going back in Capricorn? How do I feel about the age of Aquarius? Thank you so much for asking me this, because I already have, I can talk about this theme for days, weeks, months, the whole century. And I'm going to do that right now for you. Okay. So the age of Aquarius, I remember there was this one astrologer who recently I heard had a fall. Don't know much about it because I don't pay attention to anybody else. You know, I'm not saying, oh, that sounded a little, but no, I'm not really on this app that much. But I remember a couple of lives ago, somebody told me that this astrologer had a fall. But this astrologer went on to say that when Pluto goes into Aquarius, that we would enter the age of Aquarius, which isn't necessarily true. In terms of tropical astrology, we have about 136 and a half years left of the age of Pisces. So we're still in the age of Pisces, but remember, we have ages, phases, and eras. Now, we already know about the ages. They're about 2,160 years, so 2,160 years. Then we have eras, which are 180 years. Then we have phases. So once we complete the phases of an era, then we can move eras. But once we complete all the eras of the zodiac, now we can move the ages. Right now, we're in the Gemini phase of the Pisces era in the age of Pisces. We're in the home stretch to the age of Aquarius. We have, as I said, about 136, 137 more years left. left. But in terms of sidereal astrology, we have about 288 to 360 years left of that. That's all due to axial precession. What is axial precession? It's the rotation of the Earth's axis. It's responsible for the ages. It's also responsible for why we have a different North Star every, over a span of like a grand a grand period of years. Like, for instance, like long ago, the North Star was Vega, and now it's Polaris. Let's see here. Sorry, just saw the code on your page. Is it donation-based or is it a set price? Oh, it's $15. Just 15, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. 15. We're in preparation for the age of Aquarius of our future babies. That's right. If the planet is still here, Tay. Would you be able to talk about the significance of being 23 in astrology? Yeah. So being 23 in astrology is a very pivotal year. It's because people, the saying, nobody really likes you at 23. It's because you're in your 12th house perfection year. And it's a lot of like hidden enemies, subconsciousness. A lot of people tend to start their spiritual journeys during this time as well, because the 12th house perfection year deals with spiritual liberation, spiritual development, establishing that connection with the universe, and trusting in the unknown. If you have fortunate energy here, say for instance, if you have Jupiter, Venus, or if you have Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, or Libra ruling over this 12th house, traveling to foreign lands are definitely applicable. I cannot tell you what sign I have it. I do have a sign. My 12th house perfection year was actually quite busy. It was quite busy. This is very hard. But it was quite busy for the most part. I was very social, but I did end up moving. And then I ended up in this very solitude-esque period, this isolative period, which allowed me to learn more about myself. And that's all preparing you for when you turn 24, when you're going into your first house perfection year of self, identity, independence, taking action towards your life direction, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I'm sorry. What's your name again, if you don't mind me asking? My name is Trevor. Of course. 23 was the year that my OCD super shut down my life. Wow. Yeah, no, it's a 12th house perfection year. So it's a lot of things that are like hidden that you may not know that tend to come to the surface. Thank you so much for explaining. Of course, being 23 is definitely a struggle right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear. Ooh, Calissa, Las Vegas. I went to school in Las Vegas. All right, let's see here. All right, so we have Ariana and then we have Calissa for readings. We're going to take a couple more questions and then we're going to get to the readings. In my 11th house perfection year, how's it going? Friends, groups, networks, organizations, the execution of your future endeavors. Any luck? Are you attracting your hopes and wishes? Are they becoming a tangible reality this year? My name is Jimmy Divine Hayes, and it was a pleasure chatting. I got to head to Manhattan. Ooh, have fun. I was there on Thursday. When did I go? I went on Thursday. I actually went to Manhattan, then I went to Brooklyn, then I walked to Queens. Actually, no, reverse. I went to Queens, and then I walked to Brooklyn, and then I took the train back to Queens because I left from Long Island City. So definitely enjoy, have fun today. All right, what does it mean to have Libra Mars in the 9th house? Do not rush to find a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system. This can lead to years of undoing. All right, other people are definitely meant to help you to find your own meaning of life through, giving them resources or just hearing other people's perspectives. So definitely be open to other people sharing their perspectives. That way you can find your own meaning of life. Because really, the 9th house is all about expansion. But how are you going to expand? By finding your own meaning of life through self-improvement, through finding a belief system, a philosophy, a religion, really pursuing higher education. You might have a lot of energy and drive to pursue an education. You could even have a spiritual business. You can have a business in theories or trying to figure out what the meaning of life may be for you, just as long as you're not impulsive and spontaneous in this area. I lost a lot of friends, and in my RL, I have my Mercury, Lilith, Uranus, Neptune, and Aquarius in the 7th house. Wow. Hold on a second. Were you going through your 11th house perfection? What's your 11th? So wait, Aquarius 7th house. That means you have Gemini in your 11th house. Are you a Leo ascendant? Are you a Leo ascendant? Real quick. Let's see what's going on here. All right. I asked, what is my rising sign? Let's see who's winning so far. Okay, Aries, Libra, 1818, Taurus, Scorpio, 909, Gemini, Sag, 2727, T, Cancer, Capricorn, 1818, as well as Leo and Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, 909. All right, well, at least you guys don't think I'm a Virgo or a Pisces, All right, let's see here. Yes, Gemini, gotcha. And your Mercury is in the 7th house in Aquarius too. So sudden changes right now with friends, groups, networks, and organizations, but I feel like everything's about to align with you too. Did this happen around maybe like, I want to say maybe January, February, maybe even December too? Let me know. Did it happen when Mars was in retrograde? Is really what I'm asking. What is your best synastry aspects? Yes, I'm a Leo rising, Cap, Sun, Libra, Moon. Oh, I can't. Oh, well, can I say my Libra Moon? I can say I'm a Libra Moon. I said what I said. All right. Best synastry aspects, anything moon, anything trine, sextile the moon, even squares with moon, if you can overcome the conflict, it tends to work out for emotional fulfillment. Venus, of course, I like to see Saturn and Venus aspects. I'd rather see them like with trines and sextiles, but it can indicate a long relationship, and people just don't like the aspects with Saturn. I think it can bring longevity. Does it bring the lessons? Absolutely. Does it make you question things? Absolutely. Would you want to slap Saturn? Oh, absolutely, of course. But I think with Saturn and Venus, not only can it bring a good relationship that lasts a long time, it can bring wealth too. I think it's a good mix. What else? Oh, Mercury. I remember Evan Nathaniel Grimm said something about Mercury, because a relationship needs communication. It's not like you're just, hey, that's it. So aspects with Mercury, favorable aspects, of course. Yes, beginning of March. Interesting. What do you think about Cancer North Node in the 12th house? Okay, so Cancer North Node in the 12th house, major focus there, because what you're destined for is to find yourself spiritually, to work on spiritual development, establish that connection with the universe, and really work on your spiritual development, trusting in the unknown. Now, I don't know if you have any other placements in Cancer. You may feel like your family could be karmic, perhaps mother figure as well. She may have been there physically, but not emotionally, or she could be absent altogether. Definitely watch for emotional manipulation that may pop up through hidden enemies, endings, or loss. Definitely also watch out for caretakers or nurturers. They can be karmic to some degree, but definitely pay attention to your intuition. That's really going to help you on your spiritual development journey. I was right. Are Cancer or Capricorn? No, I was reading North Node in North Node in Cancer. How much do degrees affect a person's chart? I have my Sun and Neptune at 4th house, Saturn at a Cancer degree. I really just say take the degrees with a bit of salt, like with a grain of salt. It's because of the fact of, there are some people that say 29 degrees can make you the millionaire, 28 degrees is the household name. You have to take that with a grain of salt, because they're observing people that are prominent in society that have these placements. There are 99% of people that are not in that predicament that have the different placements, and it just because you have 5, 17, or 29 degrees doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be famous. If you have 28 degrees, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the household name. You could be a household name and have 4 degrees. You could have it be a household name and have 2 degrees. It really doesn't matter with that. But I do believe that every degree comes with a bit of zodiacal energy. What do I mean by that? Like 1 degrees is Aries, 2 degrees is Taurus, 3 degrees Gemini, 4 degrees Cancer, so on and so forth. All right. Then when you get to 12, you hit Pisces. And then when you get to 13, you repeat the cycle. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, so on and so forth. Let's say. All right, let's get to the readings. So basically, here's how it's going to work. So last call, I wouldn't say last call for readings. Readings are still going to be open, but readings are going to be 15. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Also, be sure to send your birth information, birth time, date, and location if you want a reading. That way I can add you to the queue. If you forget, it happens. Just go to the link in my bio for Instagram. It's the icon, and just DM me there. Don't DM me on TikTok because I'm live. I can't see the DMs until after I get off of live, okay? But here's how it works. Basically, if you have paid the $15, I put your chart for everybody to see. And we're going to go over your chart together. We're going to look at critical degrees. What are critical degrees? They are degrees of significant importance. So if you do have critical degrees, this can indicate a pivotal time in life, maybe some fated events that may happen. So but you have to pay attention to the transits, aspects being made to the critical degree. Of course, the sign and house as well, too. We're also going to look at retrograde planets. What are retrograde planets? That's when you reverse the rules of the planets and they make them stronger. So we're going to see if you have those as well. And then if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Like, for instance, if you want to focus on love, career, finance, or all three, we're going to look at those. But then if you want a major focus on them, we could pay attention. I do private readings. If you go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis, you can book a private reading with me. I do astrology, numerology, tarot, and I even do combo as well. So that's Universal Analysis in the link in my bio. And that's more time juxtaposed on live. All right. Let's see. I saw your video about sun placements in different houses. Can you talk about more sun in the 8th house? Yes. Major focus is on transformation. your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and really making peace with your past. Sex, death, taxes, the occult can also be applicable themes that play out in your life as well, but you really want to make sure that you're letting go of what no longer serves you and letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way you can get in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on too. Because this is what helps you to stand in your power instead of like, holding things back and then you're not moving or elevating perhaps. All right. Know anything accurate about Gemini sun and moon, Cancer rising too. So with Gemini sun and moon, Gemini sun puts a major focus on your communication, developing your skills, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, as well as becoming curious of mundane knowledge. When the moon is here, you gain emotional fulfillment through these themes. Now, with Gemini moon, the difference between the two, Gemini sun is what you're becoming, whereas Gemini moon, you gain emotional fulfillment. This is something that you need to really get to the true nature of who you are. You would do better if you talk out your emotions with people that you feel comfortable with, juxtapose the Gemini sun, which is kind of like, you may not resonate with this early on in life, but there are going to be fated events, lessons, themes that happen in your life that are moving you towards these themes in life too. Do I have Cash App? Absolutely. Same username up here, TRZO LLC. All right, let's get started on these readings. First up, we have Ariana, Odessa. I know somebody from Odessa. Or I knew somebody from Odessa. They don't live in Odessa now. They actually live in Fort Worth. Let's see here. Is Ariana still here? Just making sure. Hi, mine is for my mom. I would prefer to go over family as I'm her daughter. Oh, okay, absolutely. So let me put Ariana's mom. And, okay, so this is for Odessa, Texas. I need a song for Texas. Oh, I do. All my exes live in Texas. Thank you. Tell your friends I'm here every day. Looking so good, you're glowing. Thank you, thank you. Must be the Cheerios and the Frosted Flakes I've been eating. Secrets. All right, let's see here. Age 23, 1980. And she was born at a time. That's right. We'll never know. All right, let's get this set up over here. Is Jupiter in the 8th house bad? No, I have Jupiter in the 8th house. It's actually a very insightful placement. You learn a lot of knowledge through a lot of transformation. So no, it's not bad. It can actually indicate an inheritance, but you do go through a lot of transformation, which requires you to really prioritize your healing journey. But you have a lot of natural gifts and talents with relating to other people on a very deep level. Ooh, okay. So let's say hello to Ariana's mom. Hi, Ariana's mom. Hi, Ariana's mom. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so that's a Libra ascendant. And you just said you want to go over family. Okay. Do you want to know anything else, or you just want to know the family as well? I'm just checking for critical degrees, by the way. Uranus 21 Scorpio, critical degree, ascendant 1 Libra, critical degree, MC 1 Cancer, critical degree as well. Over here, Sun 0 Virgo, critical degree, Moon 26 Capricorn, critical degree, Mars 26 Libra, critical degree. Wow, your mom has a lot of critical degrees there. Okay, so you just said that you want to know about family. We could definitely take a look at family. I'm going to look at certain things, basically just more about her as a person and then family because she's my mom. Okay, so I'm going to look at the first house and then we're going to look at the 4th house for family. All right. Where do DM you at? Instagram, if you forgot to, well, if you're sending the payment, you could send it within the payment, the birth information, but if you forgot to do it, just send it to my Instagram, the icons in my profile. All right, so starting as a person, she's really meant to really focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. She may be seen as intense or intimidating because she needs to learn the power within herself. She's gonna have other people may project onto her because she may not realize that her energy, just her being herself, is actually triggering other people's unhealed wounds. And because she's gone through a lot in her life, she doesn't really see that the universe has removed her mask. And so for her, she may think that everybody is still wearing their mask, and she can get annoyed with this from time to time. But for the most part, it's just realizing the power that is within her and not taking on that projection. That's what helps her to stand in her power. With Mars here, she has a lot of energy and drive. Sometimes she can get frustrated more so easily than other people because Mars has that influence in the 1st house. But any action that she takes should be towards career, status, status, legacy, and life's work, though it is recommended for her to really have a career that she is emotionally resonating with. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out. All right. First house ruler and her chart ruler can be found in that 10th house of career, status, legacy, and life's work. So she is definitely career driven, could be ambitious too, but sometimes she can get so wrapped up in being authoritative or really the disciplinarian that she may not realize that, she also has to cater to her private life, her home, her family, being the nurturer, processing her feelings and her emotions, because at home, she is definitely the disciplinarian. She is definitely the authoritative individual there too. And it could have been because early on in life, she was searching for a place of belonging because her family definitely could have been karmic, okay, with that Saturn being in the 12th house. And so she may have yearned for a place of belonging, but because of the fact that she may have not have dealt with that, or she probably didn't find that place of belonging within herself, she probably took that on into her family now. Yeah, she talks to me like I'm her employee. I will say that she does need to watch out for any suppressed emotions. Be sure that she's going below the surface. That way she's dealing with them that way when they come up. All right. But I will say for her family may feel karmic, not just the family that she has like daughters or siblings for children, because we're going to look at the 5th house for that. And that's actually 11 places from itself. So there's a lot of gains and rewards that she can gain through her children. Hopefully she understands that before it's too late. But she does emotionally find fulfillment through home and family, processing her feelings and her emotions. She's definitely about self-growth, and she may not show this. She may not be so emotional towards other people. She's very emotionally close, like she's very emotional with people that she's very close to. So that's really what it's going to be, especially with Moon and Capricorn, okay? Very intuitive, though. I'm not going to lie. Let's see what else is going on here. So for 5th house Aquarius, her children definitely could be something that is not what she planned for. I wouldn't say that. It's more along the lines of like, she probably wanted her children to be one way and her children ended up being something completely different. I'm using Astro Charts, by the way. Astro Charts. That's the website, astro-charts.com. But for Aquarius, her children could definitely be more unconventional, probably more outspoken as well, because she probably likes to do things by the book, but her children would probably go against the grain and try to do their own thing. She doesn't have anything here, so there are no major lessons for Aquarius, but it is 11 places for itself in Virgo. So I will say for you as her child, definitely watch for self-criticism and criticizing others as well, because you may feel as though that sometimes she could be a little naggy, all right? Oh yeah, her children are loud in the home too. I wonder how many children she does have, okay? Because I see the first child can be represented through the 5th house, second child through the 7th, third through the 9th, so on and so forth. So for the first child, definitely could be the rebel without a cause, or probably the rebel with a cause. Perhaps maybe the first child is somebody who doesn't really like the traditional norms that have been set for her own 2 bonus. Gotcha. The first child can definitely be an individual that's kind of like the rebel without a cause, especially with it being 11 from itself. But a lot of gains and rewards can definitely come when she yearns to understand. The second child is definitely very independent, sometimes could be a little too impulsive and spontaneous. With this manifesting through 7th house, major desire is to really go towards self. This is a powerful individual here, the second child. Just really needs to realize the power within self, okay? Could be chatty. All right, for the third child, which is you definitely could be chatty, could be very, very smart as well too. Just be sure that we're watching for spreading misinformation or gossip as well too. It is third from the self, so definitely working on building up your confidence and expressing your expression as well. Definitely tap into your ideas. You are very, very smart, and you can execute your ideas towards your future endeavors. That way you can make your dreams a tangible reality. Of course, self-effort is required, and you need to build up that confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it despite who is watching. This could be people in your day-to-day. This could definitely be a mother figure as well, but really work on building up that confidence as well. And then for the fourth child, it is all about confidence too, but it is manifesting. Let's see, that sun is in Virgo. So that it's really going to manifest through like a confidence within the day-to-day, mundane responsibility, daily operation, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health as well. All right. Oh, and there's also a Yod here, so she definitely needs to prioritize her healing journey here with that 8th house Chiron there. The things that she had gone through is quite transformative, quite deep here. It could have affected her worth and value. Now, this can stem from, let's see here, this can stem from career, status, legacy, life's work. This even could have stemmed from her own family. So it is really important that she prioritizes her healing journey. I don't know if you know that much about her healing journey, if she's open with speaking that, but she could definitely help others in regards to healing themselves. She could definitely also come into an inheritance at some point too. She puts work high. That tends to be with Moon and Capricorn because she finds emotional fulfillment through it. And then she also has Cancer MC2. So there's going to be emotional fulfillment through career, status, legacy, and life's work, you know? But that's pretty much, for the most part, her energy. Like, I can go around the wheel and say other things too, but unless she's with you, that, you know, there could be things that you may not know that I wouldn't want to say unless she's there too. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for the most part. In regards to this North Node, it is at an apex of a T-square. Just she needs to tap into confidence, building up her confidence and shining her light despite who is watching. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for her chart. Thank you. Oh, she's with you? Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. That's great. I can actually go around the whole wheel for her if she would want. Let's see here. So we already went over the first house. Just be sure that we are watching for being impulsive and spontaneous when we're taking action towards career, status, legacy, and life's work too. Remember, you need to do something that resonates with you emotionally. So hopefully your career does that for you. With Scorpio in the second house, just be sure not to over-obsess with money here. Money can definitely come and go quite frequently with Uranus. Also, just watch for spending more than what is coming in here. Just be sure to prioritize that healing journey. That can actually help you to gain more. Don't over obsess with finances. That can cause the blockage for you. All right. With your your second house ruler, 12 places from itself, money can play a quite karmic role in your life as well as worth and value too. Be sure to establish some sort of connection with the universe and prioritize your spiritual development journey. That will actually help you to bring in some finances too as well too. That relates with finances. I know, because I'm going to give it away now. I'm a Scorpio sun myself, so I'm like, these are things that I can speak from experience with. Now, with Sagittarius in the third house, you can naturally back up what you're saying or spreading information. You can back that up with your natural experience here. You may yearn to be a great communicator, developing your skills. Siblings, cousins, or your immediate environment may have a major impact on your communication and the information that you share with others as well. Just be sure here that we're paying attention to our subconscious or just paying attention to our ideas in general. This can help you to execute any future endeavors for yourself. Of course, developing your confidence and expressing yourself is going to be really important here for you in order to manifest what you are destined for, okay? Moon in Capricorn, just be sure to deal with those suppressed emotions, as I said earlier before. Now, your fourth house ruler is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 places from itself, though it is in the 12th house, so family may feel quite karmic for you, especially early on. But you may also yearn for a sense of belonging here. Be sure that you're finding the sense of belonging within yourself. Also, be sure that we are listening to our intuition because you are quite intuitive here. And watch out for dealing with any suppressed emotions. They may come up from the surface, so just be sure that we are processing them when they do come up instead of pushing them back down. Her family is very karmic, unfortunately. Yeah, no, I can definitely see with Capricorn expressing itself through that Virgo. Also, watch out for the nitpicking energy. I am still taking requests, ladies, everybody. So just be sure you could still send the Cash App, and I'm just going to develop the list. I'll tell you when the readings are closed. But I will say here, just be sure to watch out for criticism of others as well. Okay? 5th house in Aquarius, there's nothing major here. You may like to have fun in a very unconventional, unique way. Just be sure to watch out for, the overindulgence and everything like that. But I will say with Aquarius in the 5th house, pay attention to your ideas, especially when you are enjoying life or you're doing something that's recreational and you're having fun, because this can actually help you to manifest ideas towards your future as well. All right, let's see here. Ooh, let's cut that back. Boop. All right, there we go. We have 6th house in Pisces, nothing major here. Just be sure not to escape any day-to-day tendencies, your mundane responsibilities, daily operations as well. Establishing energetic boundaries in your day-to-day. There's a tendency to take on energy that is not yours. That way, if you set up those energetic boundaries, you're not, people can't take advantage of your energy or they can't drain your energy either, okay? With your 7th house in Aries, there is definitely early in life or maybe even in a past life too, you are very focused on self, independence, identity, establishing some sort of direction for yourself, for your life as well. Now, I will say with Aries in the 7th house here, just be sure to keep that sense of independence within a relationship. That'll benefit you the most. 7th house ruler is directly opposite from your 7th house. So that means 7th from the 7th. It's actually very beneficial placement for your 7th house ruler to be in with Mars and Libra, though it does require a bit of effort. She's married to a Libra. Oh, that's interesting, because Mars is actually in Libra here too. You actually may have a very powerful dynamic here. ruler, just make sure to watch out for power struggles, okay? Let's see, 8th house Taurus, as I said, be sure to prioritize your healing journey. This will help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people too. Plus, you can come into an inheritance at some point too. With your 8th house ruler being in the 10th house, there could be a lot of ups and downs in career, but career can also be quite transformative. But make sure that you're prioritizing your healing journey, because this can help you to evolve and escalate in your career status, legacy, and life's work. Self-effort is required. With your Gemini 9th house, there's nothing major here too, but definitely you may benefit from having multiple beliefs, philosophies, or trying to find your own meaning of life. You may have multiple meanings of life as well. Just be sure to gather information before you become set in what belief that you may have or what your own meaning of life is for you. With 9th house ruler being 3 places from itself, self-effort is required too. Now, you definitely may benefit from people that are within your community, siblings, cousins, as well as your immediate environment may also have an influence as to your belief system too. She's an investigator. Oh, is she? The very scorpionic. Oh, what do you do? Who do you investigate? I want to be investigated. Actually, I don't. I kind of do. Anyway, with your Cancer MC here, just be sure that what you do for a career is emotionally resonating with you, as I said. Other people are definitely going to give you some resources here to help you to grow your career status, legacy, and life's work. So don't pass up those opportunities when they do come. In a relationship, you definitely need somebody who's more nurturing, more emotional, somebody who caters to your emotional needs as well. With your 10th house ruler being 7 places from itself, it's actually a desire to have a family, to really support the family here as well. It's also a desire to have success to some degree. Just be sure not to suppress your emotions, as I said before. 11th house, you have your North Node and Mercury here. Pay attention to your ideas. They're quite innovative. You can progress society forward and make the world a better place. Potentially, it's actually what you're destined to do. So I will say with that North Node and Leo, building up your confidence and shining your light despite who is watching, it's what you're destined for, as well as friend group networks and organizations. They're actually going to help you to manifest your destiny, what you're destined for. So as I said, this can be something that's going to stem from an idea, that can stem from maybe a thought that you've had before. Yeah, she said that she needs to work on that. Gotcha. Now I will say that your 11th house ruler is actually 2 places from itself. So when you put in the work, it can actually bring in another source of income for you. So I'll leave you with that. And then finally, we have your Sun, Jupiter, and Saturn in Virgo here. Now, it's not the prettiest of placements to have Virgo in the 12th house, because it does tend to be nitpicky here too. Major focus is going to be on spiritual development, spiritual liberation, establishing a connection with the universe, as well as trusting in the unknown. With Jupiter here, you may benefit from traveling to foreign lands, because that'll help you to develop yourself spiritually, but you'd also benefit from having some time to yourself. When was the last time you sat in some solitude here? You need to spend some time by yourself. That way you can establish that connection with the universe. The universe really wants to get to know you on a personal level here, but we can't do that if we're constantly in a go, go, go energy as well too. She never gets time alone. Oh, Saturn will definitely make that happen for you, especially when you come across your return. Right now, Saturn is in Pisces, so I will say as Saturn progresses into Pisces, you may find that you need to balance your time in work schedules, routines, as well with spiritual development as well. Oh, you're going on a vacation in the month. Where are you going? Are you coming to New York? Because we're the native New Yorkers. I'm just kidding. But enjoy your vacation. I will say hopefully spend some time by yourself while you're on that vacation too. It'll definitely help you in the long run. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. As I said, prioritize that healing journey. It's going to activate a special purpose for you that can really help you in your transformation, and it can even bring in some money for you, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. Oh, of course. Anytime. All right. Oh, I love that. That was so good energy. All right. Let's see. I've had a bunch of stuff coming in. All right. Just pay for a reading sent through PayPal. Can you do a reading for me? Okay. So readings are $15. Remember, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. If you want a reading, just send the $15 to either Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. TRZO LLC is my username. And then be sure to include your birth time, date, and location as well. All right, I'm a little backed up. So let's see. I have Calissa. I have Cheerston. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, let me know. That way I can put respect on your name. I have Jennifer. I have Bobby. I have Kate. I have Irene. And I also have Anthony. So if I didn't hear your name and you did send it, just let me know. And then also, like, it will load within the next couple of moments. You did. Oh, thank God. Thank you. All right. So up next we have Calissa. Is Calissa here? I'm a native New Yorker. Right. Calissa is here. Great, great, great. We love to see it. Oh, Anthony, be sure to send that to my Instagram because you want to be sure that we're not putting our information out here because we don't know who's watching yet. It says like 25 people, but there could be people that are watching on the FYP page, and we don't want them to see your information. So just send it to the, just send it to the to my Instagram. That way I can open it on my iPad and then I could type it in because by the time I get to you, because I think you're my last one for now, because you got a bit before I get to you, but it may go up a little bit. Hey Lance, how you doing? How's everything going? Did you make it home? Please let me know. Please let me know. All right, let's see here. Calissa, thank you so much. Of course. All right. Las Vegas. I went to UNLV for a semester. It was cute. It was quaint. It was hot. I'll tell you that. My skin, my hair, dry, brittle. No humidity. It was tough. It was tough. All right, let's see. 6-1. And 8 a.m. Okay, cool. Great, great, great. All right, let's say hello to Calissa. Hi, Calissa. Hi, Calissa. All right, let's back this up here a little bit. Back it up. All right, we have let's see here. Leo ascendant. All right. Let's see over here. We have North Node 0 Aries critical degree. A special critical degree for you, by the way. You may definitely feel in alignment with your soul's mission at this time. You're definitely your soul's self. I don't know if you know about Draconic Astrology. Nothing will change in your chart, literally. It's because of the fact that North Node 0 Aries is actually the start of Draconic Astrology. That's what everything gets reset to. So you definitely may feel as though that you're meant to fulfill a bigger purpose in this lifetime, but you may not know how or when it's going to manifest for yourself. But it's a special critical degree for you. Chiron 9 Aquarius critical degree, also self-inflicted wounds. We're going to talk about that in quite a second, okay? Ascendant 0 Leo critical degree as well. Over here, we do have, oh, come on, 111. Definitely could be a confirmation for you. Definitely keep your thoughts in alignment with what it is that you want, okay? But that's pretty much it for the critical degrees. Let's get to your chart. All right, let's see up here. Okay, so in this lifetime, you're definitely meant to build up your confidence and express yourself, shine your light, not dim it because of other people's projection. That's the T. Now, Mars is in Cancer, but it is still conjunct the Ascendant, so you will have a lot of energy and drive to figure out yourself, your identity, form some sort of independence, and take action towards your life's direction. Just be sure to watch for impulsivity and spontaneity here too, okay? Now, this is going to contribute towards career status, legacy, and life's work. With Saturn here, any action that you take, you just need some consistency, structure, and organization behind it. So there is no room for impulsivity and spontaneity. Remember, if there are any mistakes, you could definitely go back and make, and fix those mistakes. But Saturn here is really trying to get you to master getting it right the first time round. Saturn also wants you to master yourself. So spending time with yourself as well as really getting to know yourself through independence and really taking action towards what it is that you'd like will really help Saturn to give you the blessings that'll last a long time. With Saturn being in Leo, also building up your confidence and expressing yourself may be a little challenging, but it's going to get better after your Saturn return. It's what's also going to give you emotional fulfillment. Any action that you are taking towards career status, legacy, and life's work, make sure that it does resonate with you emotionally as well too. Otherwise, it may not make the cut, okay? Moving on to your second house, nothing major in Virgo here. You would benefit from having multiple sources of income. Definitely be sure that we are monitoring our spending and watching for frivolous spending here. With your first house ruler, actually in the 11th house, major focus is also going to be on friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Just be sure here that we're watching for spreading gossip or misinformation. You're going to have a lot of information coming in for you. You can definitely use that to execute any future endeavors too. Pay attention to your ideas. They're quite innovative as well. With your second house ruler being in the 11th house as well, your ideas that you try to execute for your future endeavors can actually bring in a sense of income for you. So definitely, as I said, pay attention to those ideas. They can really help your income to increase, as well as help you to establish your worth and value as well. As I said, watch for spreading misinformation and gossip. Okay, with Libra in the third house, people like to hear what you have to say. Don't be afraid to speak your opinion or your thoughts as well. You don't have anything major there, but your third house ruler can be found in the 10th house, so you definitely could be a public speaker to some degree. It is 8 places from itself. Unfortunately, it will be transformative for you, so perhaps maybe this is something that is going to get better with time, but the universe is removing any type of communication or skills that no longer serve your best benefit. So just be sure here that we are trusting the process and going alongside it because it's really helping you to stand in your power. Let's see, trust wisely. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Let's see here. Now we have Jupiter and Scorpio in the 4th house here. Whenever I see Scorpio in the 4th house with Pluto as well, Jupiter here means you can actually come from a large family here too. But with Jupiter and Scorpio, this also could mean that you're a generational curse breaker. You could have gone through a transformative upbringing, could have gone through intense situations early on as well. It is really important that you stay within your truth, but let go of any emotions that no longer serve you, as well as let go of anything that is no longer within alignment. That way you can get in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on. I do see that Jupiter is the apex of a major T-square here. We call those the triangle of tension. Tapping into your career status, legacy, and life's work will help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling, okay? But with Scorpio, prioritizing your healing journey and your transformation, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, can help you to utilize your natural gifts and talents, okay? Also, with Jupiter and Scorpio, you're a natural truth seeker, so definitely watch out for other people's projection. If they do tend to project onto you, is because you're triggering their unhealed wounds. It could be on an emotional level here, so just watch out for that. All right, when we have Pluto in Sagittarius, power comes when you are working on building up your confidence and expressing yourself and shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection, just as long as you are not over obsessing with these themes too. Also, finding a belief system, a meaning of life, a certain philosophy per se, whatever that may mean to you, is actually going to help you stand in your power. Of course, just as long as you don't over obsess with this as well. Watch for overindulgence here too, because 5th house and Sag tends to have a little too much fun. Sometimes they don't know when to stop, so just watch out for that. This can turn transformative if not. Remember, you need confidence in order to manifest any endeavors for your future here too. That's where the balance comes in. Going on to the 6th house in Capricorn, nothing major here. You would benefit from having structure, routine, and schedules within your day-to-day as well. Now, you can definitely utilize whatever you're doing in your day-to-day within your career status, legacy, and life's work. Definitely pay attention to your physical health here too, because Saturn's influence on your 6th house, since it rules it, can represent sickness and ailments. So just pay attention to those if they do pop up. With your, with your 6th house ruler being 8 places from itself in Leo, this can cause transformation within your day-to-day, within mundane responsibilities, also within your personal development journey and your physical health. So just be sure, as I said, pay attention to your physical health and definitely prioritize your healing journey. That way you can grow and evolve, okay? Moving on to 7th house in Aquarius, you have Chiron and Neptune here. In a past life, you definitely could have been focused on friends, groups, networks, and organizations, but this is now going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business and business contracts in this lifetime. With Chiron here, this can definitely indicate karmic relationships here, or perhaps people didn't have your purest intention at heart. They definitely projected onto you because you may have felt different. There are wounds around rejection, feeling misunderstood, and trying to fit into groups that you did not, or that you're not meant to be in, okay? Definitely be sure that we are realizing that we are different for a reason, and don't be afraid to beat your own drum, okay? I'm seeing a lot of oppositions here with the 1st and 7th. Be sure that you have a relationship with yourself that'll help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal others. But not being afraid to beat your own drum and really doing your own thing here will definitely also help you to heal yourself and heal others too. You may yearn to be understood in relationships, or you may yearn for a relationship in general, and that's definitely going to come in for you, specifically sometime after your Saturn returns, since you have Saturn influence on your 7th house. But I will say here, just be sure that you are understanding yourself. You also may benefit from having a friendship before it turns serious into a relationship. All right, moving on to that 8th house, we have Uranus here. Sudden transformative changes happening through your healing journey as well, so just be sure to not escape anything that is going on within your transformation as well. Establishing a connection with the universe can definitely help you and aid you on your healing journey as well. There may be a bit of conflict here in regards to friends, groups, networks, and organizations in your healing journey too. Be sure that you are taking time for solitude in your healing journey as well, and not always confiding in your friends, groups, networks, and organizations. You can confide in them, but just be sure that you are taking some time for yourself as well. All right, you do have your 8th house ruler. It is 9 places from itself, so this can actually be a source of helping you to learn your philosophy, meaning of life, or certain belief system. And it can also be a means of expansion once you go through your healing journey. You can gain wisdom that you can share with other people as well. Also, be sure to be truthful in everything that you're sharing. Don't be afraid to hold anything back, really, okay? You have North Node MC in Aries in your 9th house. Major focus is going to be on self-identity, independence, life's direction, taking action towards your life direction, and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. Just be sure here that we're not rushing to find a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system as well. It's what you're destined for. Very fortunate energy manifesting for you with your 9th house ruler being 4 places from itself. This means that your meaning of life, your expansion, is actually going to be a means of bliss and fulfillment for you. Just be sure here that, as I said, we're not rushing rushing into opportunities or rushing to find the meaning of life, this can actually lead to stagnancy and years of undoing. Okay? With your Aries MC, you're definitely meant to do whatever it is that you feel called to do. Just watch out for impulsivity and spontaneity as well. With your 10th house being in Taurus, we have Venus here. Other people are definitely going to help you to grow your career, status, legacy, and life's work. They may even give you some resources here too. Just be sure to take on those opportunities when they present. With your 10th house being in Taurus, whatever you are building is going to require patience, okay? Because Taurus is like watching paint dry. I'm going to say what I say, okay? It's like watching paint dry. It's a very slow process, but that's because whatever you're building is going to be around for quite a long time, okay? Remember to establish balance with your personal life, juxtapose your private life, your public life as well too. Now, with your 10th house ruler being in the 10th house, you can definitely be in a position of authority. You could be a boss or a managerial position as well over time, all right? Let's see here. With your sun in the 11th house, we already went over sun in Gemini and Mercury as well. With your 11th house ruler being in the 11th house, this can actually be quite beneficial for you, especially with your ideas, because you're blessed naturally with a lot of gifts and rewards through your thoughts, through your ideas as well. So be sure that we are actually putting them into execution. That way you can actually gain rewards from executing your future endeavors. And then we have Cancer in the 12th house. We have Mars here. Now, just be sure that we're not rushing through executing a relationship with the universe, trusting in the unknown, and really working towards our spiritual development. Also, when Mars is in Cancer, you want to be sure that we're facing your emotions head on, because if not, this can lead to violent outbursts and lashing out, and we wouldn't want that as well. You may feel as though family, home, perhaps even the mother figure could be karmic. Perhaps mom was there physically but not emotionally. She could have been absent altogether. With your moon being in Leo, second from itself, I will say your spiritual journey can actually give you a source of income per se, but just be sure that we are paying attention to things that are coming up on a subconscious level. Also be sure to establish energetic boundaries for yourself, because there's a tendency to take on energy quite easily as well. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see here. We're worried about, oh, that's why we're saying uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. Can you guys hear me now? Because it just glitched for a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're back. It's all good. Okay, cool. You know, that's all I was saying. Like, usually it gives me an indication that the connection was stable, but I just looked at it now and it was like, oh, it was an unstable connection before. All right, so let's see here. We have Cheerston. All right, and Dallas, Texas. See, I lived in Austin, and I really miss Austin so much. I love Texas. I do. Despite the legislation, I'm not going to lie to you. That's a little different for my liking. But I like Austin because, you know, it's keep Austin weird. Why not? Let's see here. 11 p.m. Okay, cool. All right. Let's say hello to Cheerston. Hi, Cheerston. Oh, Lance left San Antonio. I loved it there. See, I was meaning to go to San Antonio for the longest time. I was going to take me an Amtrak down there, but I never went. You know, have you gone to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas? Yeah, I'm a bit embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. All right, let's see here. We're going to check if you have any critical degrees, if I can center this. All right, here we go. All right, we have Pluto 22 Scorpio critical degree. We have your Chiron is actually self-inflicted wounds. We're going to talk about that in a second, okay? All right, and then we have over here Mercury 29 Aquarius critical degree, Venus 26 Capricorn critical degree, and that's it. Six Flags is cool. I love Six Flags. So now up there they have Six Flags over Texas, and I believe Arlington, right? Arlington or Irving. I remember taking the 30 going to my cousin's house because I have family in Dallas, and then I took the 20 back, and we passed Six Flags one of those times. But it's right next to that big old stadium too, right? All right, let's get to this. In this lifetime, you're really meant to prioritize your transformation and your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. You also want to be sure to let go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way you can get in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on. Now, with Pluto being in this first first house, you're a very powerful individual. When you are yourself, when you are forming your sense of identity, this can actually trigger other people's unhealed wounds. Why do I say that? Is because you've gone through enough transformation to where the universe has removed your mask, to where you want to share just all the good things in your life, but you're not sharing the bad as well too. The universe removes our mask is because the universe wants us to become all of ourselves, our whole selves. And so with this, you being yourself is actually triggering other people to remove the mask, and other people are maybe reluctant to do that. So you're giving them the option to heal or to project, and 9 out of 10 times they may project. So watch out for taking on that projection. First house ruler in modern terms will be in the first house, so major focus is going to be on the self-identity and independence. But then in traditional, let's see, Mars is in Capricorn. It's going to be in your third house. So siblings, cousins, communication, developing your skills, and becoming curious of mundane knowledge is also going to be applicable themes for your life. Definitely your speech, your communication is going to get better over a span of time. You even may be a jack of all trades, master of none, but you'll always do it better than the master of one. Just be sure here that we are sharing our ideas, our opinions, getting ourselves out there in terms of communication. I know it may be hard for you. I also have a North Node in the third house, so I'm speaking from experience here. Also, be sure to back up your information that you're sharing with others with experience. That will definitely help you to establish more comfort in the conversation, okay? But in your second house, we have Sagittarius, nothing major going on here. Just be sure to watch for frivolous spending, and just be sure also to not equate your money to your worth and value as well. With your second house ruler being 10 places from itself, there is some karma that is to be paid in regards to finances and establishing your worth and value, yet you have the energy to overcome it. Jupiter is all about purification, so you're definitely paying off this karmic debt, and you have a positive outlook on this as well. All right, getting to Mars, Mars, Venus, Neptune, Uranus, and your North Node in Capricorn. You got quite the party here. As I said, jack of all trades, master of none, but you can always do it better than the master of one. You're destined to also focus on your career, status, legacy, and life's work. You also may have sudden thoughts that come about. Be sure to write those down, especially if they're good, because not only can they help you towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work, they can even help you to execute any future endeavors that you may have for yourself as well. And this is going to come quite effortless with Jupiter and Virgo here. Just watch out for self-criticism and criticism of others. I said what I said. All right, Neptune here, you may yearn to be a great communicator and to develop your skills, and that's happening over a span of time. But remember, we need to approach this area of our lives in a more realistic sense, okay? Because it is Capricorn, and it is quite karmic as well, too. But establishing some sort of connection with the universe and definitely paying attention to your subconscious will also help you in this degree as well, too. People like to hear what you have to say, so don't be afraid to speak your truth, to speak your mind. You're a very passionate speaker, a very direct speaker here with Mars being in the third house. Just watch out for argumentative energy and the debating energy as well, because sometimes that could be a little too overwhelming. But I will say, with that opposition to your moon in the ninth house, backing up your communication with the experience that you've gone through, or perhaps maybe even your belief system, will definitely help you out here tenfold. Moving on to your fourth house, it is in Aquarius. Your third house ruler is actually in the fourth house too, so your ideas can actually garner you a source of income if in the case that you utilize your ideas towards your future endeavors, okay? Now, moving on to your fourth house, we have Saturn, Sun, and Mercury. So perhaps you have a harsh relationship with home, family, particularly the mother figure as well. It could be hard for you to express your emotions or to process your feelings and your emotions. Just be sure that we're not over-intellectualizing our emotions, but rather feeling them through, with Aquarius being in the fourth house here too. Also, friends, groups, networks, and organizations definitely may have that karmic feel here because you're learning some lessons through them as well. Just be sure here that we are giving ourselves enough time to process those feelings and our emotions and listening to our intuition. That's going to be very pivotal. Saturn here wants you to master your authenticity. It's where you shine the most, and you have a lot of intuitive nudges to pay attention to as well. Another indicator to pay attention to your ideas towards your future endeavors as well. Now remember, the harsh relationship that you may have with your mother, this can actually indicate a chosen family that's coming in for you. So in the case that your biological family may not be that source of emotional fulfillment or that emotional need, that can actually come from your chosen family. That can come in too. But your early childhood definitely happened to prepare you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. Just be sure to develop confidence within that area of your life, and everything will work out just fine for you. With Pisces in your fifth house, watch out for escapism, addictive tendencies. Nothing major going on here, but establishing a connection with the universe and focusing on spiritual development can actually help you to boost your confidence and really help you to further express yourself. With sixth house in Aries, just be sure not to overwork yourself to your detriment. Definitely definitely in the go, go, go energy, aren't you? But just be sure here, as I said, that we're not rushing through any mundane responsibilities, rushing through our daily operations. This can lead to a lot of accidents, and then we have to backtrack to fix those accidents as well. Sixth house ruler could be found 11 places from itself. You can gain a lot of gains and rewards within your day-to-day, just as long as you don't rush through it. All right, let's see here. Taurus, in your 7th house in a past life, or perhaps even early on in life, you are very focused on worth, value, establishing those two, as well as building up material security for yourself. Could have been focused on natural gifts and talents, as well as your immediate family as well. Just be sure here that we are not staying in relationships that do not serve us, staying in those toxic relationships as well too. 7th house ruler can be found 9 places from itself in Capricorn, which means this is means of expansion for you. You can find your own meaning of life through a relationship, partnership, interpersonal connection, business contracts. All right, in your 8th house in Gemini, when your healing journey, you're definitely going to gain a lot of wisdom. You're meant to share that with other people. Just as long as you're not spreading gossip or misinformation about other people, this can help you to stand in your power. With your 8th house ruler being, let's see here, 9 places from itself as well, a means of expansion, your healing journey and your transformation that you're going through can also help you to form a meaning of life or a certain belief system that you may have for yourself as well. With your 9th house being in Cancer, finding a belief system or a philosophy that gives emotional fulfillment towards you is going to be the best route for you. Otherwise, it's not going to make the cut. But with Cancer also being here, you do find emotional fulfillment when you do find that meaning of life, or when you are expanding to some degree. Travel can even help you to find emotional fulfillment here too. With the 9th house ruler being in the 9th house, it's quite fortunate energy manifesting for you in this lifetime too. Just be sure to pay attention to your intuition. That's going to be very important for you. I think moon in Cancer is actually your planetary dispositor, which means that all placements may lead back to your moon in Cancer. Let's try it. So, also you have Saturn in Aquarius too. That can also be a planetary dispositor. But I feel like most placements actually come back to that Saturn in Aquarius. So Saturn in Aquarius may be that planetary dispositor for you here. All right. Moving on to your 10th house in Leo, part of your MC is to develop your confidence and to express yourself, to shine your light despite who is watching, but also to help the masses do the same by motivating them too. I can tell early on in life, people tried to dim your light because they didn't like how you were expressing yourself, which could have hindered your confidence, and it could have caused you to dim your own light, to hold yourself back because you were afraid of getting that projection from other people. You have to realize that you need to learn how to express yourself despite who is watching, despite the projection, because it's really going to garnish the success for you. It's really going to bring in the recognition, the status, the status, the success, and also your career. It's really going to help that to grow as well. But you have to be willing to get out of the comfort zone and really heal yourself, which can potentially help you to heal other people as well too. With your 10th house ruler being 7 places from itself, there's the natural desire to take care of your family, or perhaps maybe take care of yourself in your personal life as well. Just be sure to establish the balance between your public life and your private, all right? With your 11th house being in Virgo, we have Jupiter here, so you have effortless opportunity to really execute your future endeavors through friends, groups, networks, and organizations. Don't be afraid to ask questions here. This is an area of your life that is developing for the better over a span of time. With your 11th house ruler being in 6 places from itself, there may be some conflict, disputes, and issues that may arise, but you definitely have the energy to overcome it. There could be some major weaknesses in regards to communication as well. Making sure that we're facing that head on will definitely benefit you tenfold. Last but not least, we have Libra in your 12th house here. This can be indicative of karmic relationships, but you don't have anything in the 12th house, so I will just say, just be sure to focus on your spiritual development journey and establishing that connection with the universe. Traveling to foreign lands can definitely help you out here. With the 12th house ruler being 4 places from itself, your spiritual development journey can actually be a means of bliss and fulfillment in your life. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, what a mouthful, wasn't it? Be sure to like and share to get us out there. Also, if you're not already doing so, follow me. That way you get notified every time I go live. And if you're watching the pre-recorded version, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, all right? Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. All right, let's see. All right, Jennifer Lovato. Jennifer Lovato, is Demi your sister? Let us know. We really want to know. We're interested. All right, let's see. Here, LOL now. Oh, well, you never know. You never know, you never know. Harbor City, California. Do I have a song for California? I do. California girls are unforgettable, fine, fresh, fierce, we got it unlocked. West Coast represent, we're undeniable. Ooh, oh, 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 ooh, oh, oh, oh. Thank you, I'm here all week. All right, let's see here. Harbor City, California. Harbor City? Why is it? Oh, there we go. All right, and and 3. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right. Alrighty. I think I would like another one more in depth when I get paid. California knows how to party. Absolutely. Well, I lived in Vegas, so it was like little Los Angeles. But Lance, anytime, I gotcha. I gotcha. All right. I see I came in at the right time. You did. Californication. Oops, hey. Do I have to give you my birthplace? Yeah, so time, date, and location as well. Welcome to the Hotel California. See, so there are a lot of songs with California because I was like, that was the first one that came to my mind. Well, not Hotel California, but California Girls by Katy Perry. All right, let's say hello to Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. All right, let's see here. We have a Libra ascendant here. Okay, let's see. Do you have any critical degrees? Ooh, my mom's cooking something that smells really good. Is it bacon? Ugh. Very spiritually protected with that Neptune placement. 1313 may serve as an angel number or a confirmation for you. Uranus 8 Scorpio critical degree. Pluto 13 Libra critical degree. All right, let's see over here. Do you have any critical degrees? Oh, also self-inflicted wounds. We're going to talk about that in just a second. All right. Let's see over here. I'm not seeing anything. 2525, another indicator that you are really protected through your spirit guides or through the universe as well. Retrograde planet, be sure to pay attention to introspect. That way you can expand, all right? Let's take a look at what's going on above. Ooh, 111 on my clock. Let's see here. 111. Look at God, synchronicities. Yes. All right. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Just be sure that we are realizing the power within self. Also prioritizing our self-identity and independence, juxtapose relationships, partnerships, and interpersonal connection. Though it is a focus for you, your Libra is in the first house, so be sure to find a balance between the two. Finding power within yourself may trigger other people. They may trigger other people's unhealed wounds. Don't give in to the projection, all right? Stay in your power with that. Also, any action that you're taking towards your career status, legacy, and life's work definitely needs emotional fulfillment or emotional resonation. Otherwise, it's not going to be worth it, all right? That will help you to alleviate the inner conflict that you see here. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm just going to plug in my charger. Plugged in. All right, let's continue. All right, so we have North Node, Uranus in Scorpio in that second house there. Oh, by the way, before I get to that second house, first house ruler and the chart ruler can be found 4 places from itself in that 4th house. Bliss and fulfillment can definitely be found through home, family, processing your feelings and your emotions, and listening to that intuition of yours too, channeling that authenticity. It's really going to help you there. All right, let's see what else is going on there. Oh, also it can help you to stand in your power too with that square, but there's a little bit of conflict, so just be sure to process those feelings and your emotions. That'll help you to stand in your power more, just as long as you don't over obsess. With that second house, we have North Node and Uranus. Watch for spending money, spending more than what is coming in. Okay, money can definitely suddenly come and go, but part of your destiny is to build up material security for yourself as well as establishing your worth and value. With the opposition here to your Chiron and Aries, just be sure that we are prioritizing establishing the worth and value. Sometimes the universe may test your patience. Ask yourself when enough is enough. This will help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people, but it'll help you to further establish your worth and value too. With North Node and Scorpio, it is best that you don't over obsess over material security, finances, as well as your worth and value, and going below the surface and prioritizing your healing journey will definitely help you to stand into your power. Sudden transformative changes can definitely come through worth and value as well as your finances as well, but as long as you're prioritizing your transformation and your healing journey, things will definitely get better over a span of time, just as long as we don't over obsess, as I said before. All right, moving on to your 3rd house, we have Sun, Mars, Mercury, Neptune, and the Moon in Sagittarius. What a party. Yes. All right, first and foremost, major focus is going to be on communication, developing your skills, as well as becoming curious of mundane knowledge. Siblings, cousins in your immediate environment may also be applicable themes to you. With Mars here, you could be a very passionate and direct speaker. Just watch out for argumentative and debating energy that may come in, but you're definitely meant to share your wisdom, your story, your experience with everybody here. Naturally, you can actually, when you're sharing information or communicating with other people, you naturally can balance that out with throwing in your experience there, and that's what you're meant to do. Other people may confide in you with life experience or life advice because you appear to be wise and experienced as well too. So don't be afraid to give other people advice if they ask for it, okay? Major lesson here is to know your audience and to learn your audience. Not everybody is going to want that preachy, teachy, lecture-lary energy, so watch out for that, all right? With Neptune here, you may yearn to be a good and communicative in person, as well as developing your skills. This will definitely happen this will happen effortlessly for you. There's not much effort that you have to put in. With your third house ruler actually being 6 places from itself, there may be a little bit of conflict, disputes, and issues that may arise, but you have the energy to overcome it because Jupiter is the purifier. So it's purifying this area of your life for you. All right. And with the moon here, you do find emotional fulfillment through communication. So speaking out your feelings, especially with people that you feel comfortable with, will give you that emotional fulfillment for you. Also, finding a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system will give you emotional fulfillment as well. You could have moved around quite a bit early on too, which could have contributed to the wound. So just be sure that we're forming that relationship with ourselves and finding a place of belonging within ourselves, finding our own, being our own tribe or being our own community. This will help you to not only heal yourself and heal other people, this can also help you to gain your emotional fulfillment, all right? Moving on to Venus in your Capricorn 4th house. With Venus being in the 4th house, usually this tends to be that your family puts on a nice face for the public, but then behind the scenes is something completely different. With Venus being in Capricorn, it is really important that we are paying attention to what's going on within the immediate environment. But in terms of relationship, this can actually mean that you would like somebody who's more established, somebody who's more mature, somebody who could be well known within their industry or field. But this is somebody who's also more nurturing, somebody who is emotionally intelligent as well. You may crave emotional intelligence, not just through your family, but through a chosen family too. But since Saturn has an influence on your 4th house, this could indicate harsh relationships with home, family, perhaps even your mother figure as well. Be sure here that we are giving ourselves time to process our feelings and our emotions, but you may have a chosen family that will come in and give you the emotional nurture that you've yearned for in childhood, all right? Let's see what else is going on here. 5th house in Aquarius, nothing major going on there. I will just say that you like to have fun in very unconventional ways, but pay attention to when you are having fun. You may have ideas that'll help you to execute any future endeavors as well. I have an alcoholic parent. Interesting. I do wonder if they tried to present to the public like everything was all fine, that everything was all normal, but then behind the scenes something was different. I definitely want to know about that. But I will say, because your 4th house ruler is 8 places from itself, quite a transformative upbringing here. Definitely could be a generational curse breaker. Just be sure that we are paying attention to processing any emotions that no longer serves us, but letting it go, as well as letting go of what no longer serves you as well. Letting go of what no longer is in alignment. All right. With 5th house in Aquarius, as I said before, paying attention to your ideas. They're quite innovative, especially when you're having fun or enjoying any recreation as well, because this can help towards any future endeavors that you're manifesting. With your 5th house ruler being 7 places from itself, natural desire is towards your future, friends, groups, networks, and organizations as well. With your 6th house being in Pisces, just be sure not to escape any mundane responsibilities or daily operations within your day-to-day. Just be sure to establish some energetic boundaries. There's the tendency to take on other people's energy that is not yours. Setting up those boundaries can definitely protect from other people that are trying to take advantage of your energy, or people that are trying to drain your energy as well. Establishing some sort of connection with the universe and focusing on spiritual development in your day-to-day can get you on a routine with spiritual development as well. And this can even be used in your personal development journey too. With your 7th house being in Aries, in a past life or even early on in this life, a major focus was on yourself, identity, independence, taking action towards your life direction, and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. Of course, there are wounds here that could be indicative of karmic relationships, people not having your purest intention at heart. Be sure to have that relationship with yourself and really focus on yourself and taking action towards the things that you would like to do. That'll help you to heal yourself and to heal other people too. Be sure also to have a sense of independence within a relationship. Not saying that you need to spend all the time in the world by yourself, but just be sure to have a healthy level of independence when in a relationship dynamic. That'll also help you to heal yourself and to heal others, and that'll also help you to move towards your destiny, towards fated events too. With Jupiter and Taurus in your 8th house, this can actually indicate an inheritance coming in, but it can also indicate a lot of transformation that you went through early on, especially around immediate family too. I will say here, do prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life and making peace with your past. This will then give you wisdom, that way you can share with other people. Also, your healing journey and your transformation will definitely reveal some sort of natural gift or talent that you may have. With Jupiter being in Taurus, this can also indicate that you're a musician, a singer, an artist, a musician to some degree, artist, a musician, but singer, songwriter, musician, or some sort of artist too. But you can also have natural gifts and talents pertaining to occult sciences, astrology even too. All right, moving on, we do have 9th house in Gemini, nothing major going on here. Ooh, before I get to that, with your 8th house ruler being, 9 places from itself, I will say that your transformation and your healing journey can be a means of expansion and finding your own personal meaning of life. With your 9th house being in Gemini, nothing major here. As I said, be sure to ask a lot of questions here, because you're going to get a lot of information to find your own philosophy, belief system, and meaning of life. And you are meant to share information pertaining to your own belief system, your own experience as well. But watch for spreading misinformation and gossip. With your 9th house ruler being 7 places from itself, natural desire is to communicate and to be open and about your belief system and to really gain more perspectives based off of what you have learned as well. Just be sure to watch out for, as I said, gossip and spreading misinformation. With your 10th house being in Cancer, you definitely need a career that's going to resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, it's not going to make the cut. Part of your mission in this lifetime is to help others, to make them happy, or you could be an entertainer, a healer, a nurturer to the collective at large. Now, with your 10th house ruler being 6 places from itself, conflicts, issues, and disputes can definitely arise. You actually could be of service to other people working in healthcare or in the wellness industry as well. Maybe you could be a speaker, you could be a spiritual leader, or you can work in a spiritual business of some sort. Just be sure to prioritize your personal development journey in this sense, okay? Let's see here. In your 11th house, we have Saturn and Leo. Saturn's in its home house, but not in its home sign. It is in detriment, so it is going to require a bit more effort on your behalf. Karmic lessons through friends, groups, networks, and organizations in the execution of your future endeavors. You're definitely going to need some confidence to execute those future endeavors for yourself. As I said, pay attention to your ideas here, because they're going to help you to execute those future endeavors, but major focus is on building up that confidence and expressing yourself. Saturn wants you to master your future as well as your hopes and wishes for the future as well. It also wants you to master your small group circles, the people that are around you. The bigger you get, the smaller your friend group. That's really the lesson that Saturn wants you to learn, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. With your 11th house ruler being 5 places from itself, this can actually be a means of building up your confidence. The smaller your friend group, the more confident that you become. Also, this can be a means of recreation for you. So your future endeavors definitely could be a sense of freedom. That way you can really have fun and enjoy life for what it is. Last but not least, we have 12th house in Virgo. Nothing major going on here. Just be sure to establish that connection with the universe. Ask the universe questions if you need to, but watch out for self-criticism and criticism of others on their spiritual development journey. With your 12th house ruler being 4 places from itself, your spiritual development journey can be a source of bliss and fulfillment for you. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. Thank you. All right, readings are closed, ladies and gentlemen, but I do have more readings coming up. So if I read your name before, you have made the cut. Otherwise, if in the case that I didn't read your name today, let's see if it reloads. All right, because the last person I have is Anthony. But if I didn't read your name today, I will be back sometime next week. But if you want to book a private reading, you can go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis. And then I have astrology, numerology, tarot, or you could even do a combo. All right, but be sure to like and share to get us out there. Also, be sure to follow me if you're not already doing so. That way you get notified every time I go live as well. Of course, Jennifer, anytime. All right, up next is Bobby Price. Bobby, can you do me a favor and send your birth information to my Instagram? I'm going to need your time, your date, and your location if you haven't already sent it. All right, let's see here. Is Bobby here? Hey, sent it to Instagram. Thank you. All right, let's see. Yep, I got it. Thank you. All right, Raleigh, North Carolina. Is there any songs for North Carolina? I'm going to have to make a song up on the spot. North Carolina, where it rains and thunderstorms. Thank you. Tell your friends. I'm here all week. I mean, it is true. One summer I went down to Raleigh. I was actually right outside of Raleigh and I stayed at my cousin's place and it rained. Those thunderstorms down there, they get severe. Oh my gosh. But nothing compares to when I was in Texas. So I came back from the DR in October of 2021 and I was driving back and I was living in Hill Country in Austin. And wow, driving through those thunderstorms, I will never do that again. Absolutely not. And you know people down south don't know how to drive. I said what I said. All right, no. All right, let's see here. Oop. All right, Raleigh. Age 24 and 19. Nasasa and 5. My mom is cooking something that smells really, really good. And I hear my stomach rumbling. My first house is based in NYC. Those planets packing in to make the rent affordable. Look. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's all say hello to Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. All right. Oh, come on, Moon. Right on that ascendant too. That's right. Let's see what's going on down here. Now, I'm reading whole sign, so if you're not used to whole sign, let me know. I could definitely utilize Placidus for you. But let's see. Do you have any critical degrees? Wow, nothing over here. You may be the first. You may be the first. Let's see over here. Just kidding. Sun 0 Virgo critical degree. Moon 29 Leo critical degree. It is a special critical degree for your moon placement. Why is it special for you? With moon being at 29 degrees Leo, your moon is actually sitting on the Regulus degree. What does that mean? The Regulus degree is one of the fixed stars of success. That means that attention and success can naturally come to you through the forms of recognition, having attention on you, building up your confidence as well, putting you in rooms that other people would not naturally have the opportunities to be in. Now, this comes with a little clause, a little, okay, but, you have to watch out for your ego here, because if your ego becomes too over the top or you become too over egotistical, this can represent the fall from grace. All right. And it's very hard to gain success after that fall from grace. So definitely pay attention to that as well. Mercury 4 Virgo critical degree as well. Jupiter 29 Aries critical degree. Right now you are having your Jupiter return, literally having your Jupiter return. Jupiter right now is at 29 degrees Aries, though it is retrograde. Be sure to introspect to gain the expansion. But that's pretty much it for the critical degrees. Let's see what's going on up here. All right, let's see. So, okay, in this lifetime, you're definitely meant to focus on building up your confidence, expressing yourself, and shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection. Just be sure here with your first house ruler within the first house that you are taking action towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work based off of how not only you feel, but based off of what gives you the most confidence, okay? Now, with Venus here, is Venus in that? No, Venus is in Virgo. So we only have the sun, moon, and the ascendant is what I'm seeing. What else is in Leo? We have moon and ascendant. Okay, that's it. So we have moon and the sun. With your sun placement here, wait, no, sun's at Virgo. Okay, so with moon and the ascendant, with the moon and the ascendant here, any action that you're taking actually needs to resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, it's just not going to make the cut. Okay? Also, you find emotional fulfillment through building up your confidence and having fun. So you should not give in to the people projecting onto you, because that will actually hinder your emotional well-being too. Okay? So watch out for that. But moving on to that second house, we have Sun, we have Venus, we have Mars, and we also have Mercury too. They're all at the beginning of Virgo here, which makes it a little bit confusing as to why, what placements are where. But with your first house ruler being in the second house, any action that you take towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work can actually be a source of income for you. But with your Sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury being in your second house too, you'd benefit from having multiple sources of income. Now with Mars here, just be sure that we're not rushing into anything just for the sake of money, not equating our money to our worth and value as well. Venus in Virgo, you could be the picky patty, but hey, you know what you want. I'm not mad about that, okay? With Sun being in Virgo as well, major focus is going to be on mundane responsibilities. It's also going to be on daily operations, work schedules, routine around personal development and physical health. It's also going to be a major focus on establishing your worth and your value, as well as building up material security for you as well too. Yes, if my confidence isn't on point, I feel terrible about everything. Absolutely. So just be sure here that we are taking action first and foremost based off of what makes us feel more confident too, okay? But with your placement placements in Virgo here, it's really important to watch for frivolous spending, because money here, it's not saying that it will wax and wane. You don't have Moon, you don't have Uranus here, but it is really important that we're monitoring our spending with Virgo here, because Virgo is very frugal. It tends to be very practical too. But with all these placements here, this can also indicate that a lot of people have their hands in your money. So just be sure that we're paying attention to monitoring our spending, what we're spending it on per se. There's nothing wrong with self-splurging. Just watch out for overly self-splurging and the overindulgence as well. With your second house ruler being in the second house too, this just means that it is examining that focus there on your establishing your worth and value, as well as your material security. You also may find natural gifts and talents when you establish your worth and value too. This can come through building up your confidence as well. Moving on to your third house in Libra, nothing major going on here. Other people definitely like to hear what you have to say, so don't be afraid to share your thoughts, your opinions, and communicate with others as well. With your third house ruler being 12 places from itself in the second house here, it can be quite karmic for you. So watch for gossip, spreading misinformation that can actually come around full circle, and it may not be pretty, all right? Watch for hidden enemies, karmic dealings as well. Hidden relationships can definitely be seen here as well. Hidden and karmic relationships, I meant to say. All right, let's see what else is going on here. You have Pluto and Scorpio in that fourth house. Very transformative upbringing. Definitely could have been intense situations happening in the home early on. Definitely could be an indicator of a generational curse breaker here too. Just be sure that we are letting go of any emotions that no longer serves us, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way we can get in alignment with our dharmic path, the path that we're meant to be on. Also prioritizing our transformation and our healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with our past will also help us to step in our power, just as long as we don't over obsess with that as well. Everything that has gone on in early childhood is actually preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work. It's also preparing you for other people to help you in your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. Now, whatever you're building within your career, it is going to require patience, because Taurus is like watching paint dry, but it's going to be around for a very, very long time, all right? So hang in there. All right, moving on to your fifth house, we have Saturn in Sagittarius and Uranus here too. So you may have sudden changes of fun. Suddenly things may get very karmic, or they can definitely get challenging per se, but major focus with Saturn here. Saturn wants you to master your confidence and wants you to master your expression and putting yourself out there and being used to putting yourself out there too. With it being in Sagittarius, it's also wanting you to master expansion and finding your own meaning of life that will give you the confidence and the expression to really be to really just have fun in life and to really put yourself out there, because you could help other people to build up their confidence as well too. But with Saturn being in Sag, I will say that there could be like this weird dichotomy with expansion and restriction, or expansion and constriction, so definitely pay attention to that as well. Oh, I also meant to say, paying attention to any ideas that you have when you are having fun or when you're building up your confidence, that can help you towards executing any future endeavors that you may have for yourself as well. All right, let's see what else is going on here. We do have Neptune and Capricorn in your sixth house here. Oh, by the way, with your fifth house ruler being 5 places from itself in Aries at that 29-degree mark, when you're building up your confidence, this can actually bring in other people that will help you to further build up that confidence too. Yes, with that economy, it's super frustrating. Absolutely, I 100% agree. The same thing could be said with Jupiter and Saturn conjunctions, because it's that weird dichotomy of like everything is going great and then it just seems like the universe is knocking you off your pedestal for some reason, you know? So just pay attention to that, keep that in mind, but those challenges are definitely helping you to build up your confidence, because you tend to go through things that not many people go through because they happen on a very larger scale. So I will say here that it's really helping you in the long run. So do trust the process, all right? Also, finding a meaning of life, a belief system, a philosophy will definitely help you out here too. With Neptune and Capricorn in the sixth house, you may yearn to work for yourself, or you may yearn for a dream job. You also may yearn to develop yourself and to be the best version of yourself here too. With this being in Capricorn, you'd benefit from having a routine, schedule, or structure and organization within your day-to-day as well. Do pay attention to your health here, because Saturn having an influence over your sixth house can represent sickness, ailments, or illnesses as well. So do pay attention and keep on that when it does pop up. With your sixth house ruler being 12 places from itself, this actually comes with some karmic energy here. Be sure to establish some sort of energetic boundaries. That way you're not taking on anybody's energy, or nobody is draining your energy or taking advantage of it as well. Developing some sort of spiritual connection with the universe will definitely help you in your day-to-day, as long as you develop some sort of routine with that as well. There is a square between Neptune and your North Node in Aries in the ninth house too. So just be sure, as I said, that this is another indicator to implement your your belief system within your day-to-day. This will help you to indicate or alleviate any inner conflict or tension that you may feel. All right, with your 7th house in Aquarius, major focus could have been in a past life or early on in this lifetime for friends, groups, networks, organization, and the execution of your future endeavors. In this lifetime, these themes will pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. It is important that you yearn for an understanding in relationships. Be sure that you are understanding yourself before you get into a relationship. You may benefit from having a friendship before it gets more serious. There is nothing here to really focus on, but I will say that your 7th house ruler is 11 places from itself. So a relationship, partnership, interpersonal connection, business contracts can actually bring gains and rewards in your life for you. All right, moving on to the 8th house, we have Pisces. Just be sure not to escape any transformative situations or escaping your healing journey as well. This means that you need to go below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past, letting go of what no longer serves you, and letting go of what no longer is in alignment. Establishing a connection with the universe can definitely aid you on your healing journey here, though there's no planets that are of importance in that 8th house. With your 8th house ruler being in the 9th house, your transformation and your healing journey can actually lead to another source of income. You can actually gain an inheritance here too. It may be a large inheritance as well. With your 9th house, we have North Node in Aries, and you have Jupiter here too. Major focus is going to be on finding a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system, and expanding on that. With Jupiter here, Jupiter is going to give you an opportunity to either travel, bringing in other people to help you in regards to your finding a meaning of life and your personal development journey in regards to finding that belief system, even finding a philosophy for yourself too. Just be sure not to rush to find a philosophy or a meaning of life. This can lead to years of undoing, and it's not fun here. But with the North Node being here, you're destined for some fortune, but you're also destined to really focus on yourself, identity, and independence, and taking action towards your life's direction as well too. All right, it is at an apex of a major yod here. What is the yod? The yod is referred to as the finger of God, and it can manifest a specific purpose for us. Will we know what this purpose is? No. But how can we pay attention to when this purpose is going to come into our lives is when this yod is going to be activated. So pay attention to Virgo or Libra transits or aspects, especially late Virgo degrees, early Libra degrees. You want to pay attention to really aspects to your South Node. And we're about to move, the North Node is about to shift into Aries, and the South Node is about to shift into Libra. So you're about to have a nodal return here. And during your nodal return, your yod is going to be activated. So pay attention to your belief system, your philosophy. If you have any travel opportunities during this time, take them, because there's a specific purpose that is meant to be fulfilled during that time period, all right? With your 9th house ruler being 6 places from itself in Virgo, some issues, conflicts, and disputes can definitely arise when finding your own meaning of life, but you have the energy to overcome it. There could be major weaknesses in regards to motivation, impulsivity, impatience as well, all right? Now we have 10th house in Taurus. As I said before, anything that you're building within your career is going to require patience, is because whatever you're building is going to be around for a long period of time, all right? With Taurus MC, you may have a lot of natural gifts and talents that you may be able to utilize within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, so definitely prioritize that within your own time or when you're establishing your worth and value as well. With your 10th house ruler being 5 places from itself in that 2nd house, whatever you do within your career, status, legacy, and life's work will definitely aid in your income, as well as help you to further establish that worth and value as well. With your 11th house being in Gemini, we have Chiron here. There could be wounds around rejection, trying to fit into crowds that we don't belong to, as well as feeling different, not understanding why we're different as well too. It's really important here that we're beating to our own drum and that we're not being afraid to beat to our own drum as well, realizing that we're different for a reason. Also realizing that we have the energy that could progress society forward and make the world a better place too. But it is really important that you're listening to your ideas, because your ideas can make these dreams that you have a tangible reality. Okay, with your 11th house ruler actually in that 2nd house there, this can be a source of bliss and fulfillment in your life. Now, there is no squares there, which is really good. I like to see that. And let's see here. Well, within the next month, I'm going to be in San Fran for a big psychiatry conference. Pay attention to that, especially because the nodes are actually shifting into Aries and Libra within that next month too. So definitely pay attention to what's going on, because I'm telling you, something can definitely happen. It's going to be a purpose that you're meant to fulfill, and it could be quite expansive and fortunate for you. Let's see what else is going on. So the last thing before I let you go, you have 12th house in Cancer. It is really important, another indicator to set up those energetic boundaries. That way we're not taking on energy that doesn't belong to us. But I will say that you will find emotional fulfillment through establishing your spiritual development or establishing a connection with the universe and trusting in the unknown. Mother figure could be quite karmic to you. Home and family may feel karmic as well. Mother figure could have been there physically but not emotionally. She could have been absent altogether. There are no placements here, so I'm not really fixated on that as well. It could just be a possibility. With your 12th house ruler being in that first house, this means that your spiritual development can actually lead you to another source of income. All right, but this can also be a lot of gifts and talents that you may find or may come across when you're developing yourself spiritually, so do pay attention to your dreams and your subconscious. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see who's next. Let's see. Thank you. Of course, anytime. All right, Kate is up next. Kate Windsor. Got that already. Why is my thing not working? Okay, Kate is here. Great. I have your information here. I would love to know all aspects of my chart and anything that pops up. Thanks so much. Okay, so you want to know the aspects. Now, if you have a lot of aspects, we may have to move this to a private reading because we'll be here all day looking at aspects. That's why I usually just do the general analysis, but we can take a look at what's going on with aspects. I'll definitely pay attention to the major ones. All right, let's see. Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I don't have a song for Pennsylvania. Oh, the cow goes moo, Pennsylvania woo. There we go. There's the song. All right. 1987, and there we go. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Here we go. Let's say hello to Kate. Hi, Kate. All right. So, we're going to spend some time on these. Is it too late for the reading? If so, how do I get it done? It is too late. Readings are closed, unfortunately, because we are backed up, all right? No, that's fine, because we could just do a general, I was born, but I live in New Jersey. Oh, you live in New Jersey. All right, I see you living in New Jersey. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if you have any critical degrees. All right, I'm just going to move my mouse so that way the computer doesn't slow down. I'm not seeing any critical degrees over here. Oh, just kidding. Ascendant for Sagittarius, critical degree. And then over here, Jupiter 26 Aries, critical degree. So you only have 2 critical degrees. Nothing bad, nothing major. Let's see what's going on up here. Okay, in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on letting the universe become your teacher, focusing on gaining expansion through your philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system, whatever that may mean to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual here. Now, with your first house ruler being 5 places from itself here, you can actually build up your confidence through yourself, your identity, your independence, as well as your belief system, finding your own meaning of life, as well as a philosophy as well. Just be sure that we're not being too impulsive through those endeavors, okay? But I will say, any action that you're taking towards career, status, legacy, and life's work will definitely need some emotional resonation. Otherwise, it doesn't make the cut. It's going to be a chop. With Saturn here, any action that you do take overall is going to need consistency behind it, okay? So just be sure that we are staying consistent with our goals, our dreams, our visions, whatever you're trying to manifest for yourself, all right? With Uranus, sudden changes to the personality, sudden changes to your identity as well. The universe will not let you get comfortable, but it's all a good thing, I promise you. Why? Is because this can actually give you ideas towards your future endeavors as well. Just making sure that Uranus is in. Okay, cool. And then that's it for the first house. Okay, so the second house, we have Neptune here. It is really important with Neptune being in that second house that you establish some sort of connection with the universe. This can give you subconscious it can give you messages via your subconscious on how to build up your material security for yourself. But remember to also face this area of your life in a more realistic sense. So establishing that worth and value will definitely help you out here too. The universe definitely may test you from time to time, so ask yourself when enough is enough. Only reason why I said to establish that connection with the universe is because your chart ruler, or your second house ruler, is 12 places from itself in that first house there. So there could be some karmic dealings within finances as well as your worth and value as well. But just just hopping back real quick to that first house, because I do see a T-square happening here with your MC being at the apex. Tapping into your personal life as well as prioritizing home, family, processing your feelings and your emotions, listening to your intuition and channeling your authenticity will help you to alleviate this inner conflict and tension that you're feeling with self-identity, independence, relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, and your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Now, you do have Aquarius in the third house. Anything that you say or share with other people, it's going to be quite progressive here, which it could be a little frustrating, and I can understand. Now, why is it a bit frustrating is because the things that you share with other people, the things that you may communicate, they're very ahead of your time, you know, and so other people may not take it into consideration until about months or years down the road. But I will say here that pay attention to the things that come across your mind, because your ideas are quite innovative and they can help you towards your future endeavors. So write down any ideas that may be great for you. As I said, they can help you towards the future. Remember, Aquarius is all about where we're ahead in life. Though you don't have any placements here, you're ahead in your ideas, you're ahead in thoughts, and you're also ahead in communication as well. So don't get so frustrated when people don't listen to you right away, okay? It's more so that you know before everybody else knows. So you're kind of in the loop with the universe. I see you. With your fourth house here, oh, by the way, with your third house ruler being 11 places from itself, a lot of gains and rewards that can come from listening through your thoughts and sharing your opinions with other people as well, too. With your fourth house being in Pisces, just be sure not to escape processing your feelings and your emotions, running away from processing your feelings and your emotions as well. You also want to listen to your intuition and not escape it at all either. There is nothing major going on in Pisces, but with your fourth house ruler being in the fifth house, building up your confidence can definitely be a result of processing your feelings and your emotions, and really expressing yourself and shining your light can come when you really channel your authenticity, asking yourself, who are you truly? Who are you to your core? Also, establishing a connection with the universe can help you there too, to really become better acquainted with your emotional well-being, because sometimes you could be unconscious with your emotions here, but when you establish that connection with the universe and pay attention to the messages that come to you via your subconscious, this can help you to become more conscious of that energy too. With your fifth house being in Aries, we have the North Node and Jupiter here. North Node being in the fifth house, that means that you're destined to build up your confidence and to express yourself and to shine your light despite who is watching. Now, I will say here, with the North Node being in the fifth house, it's great for entrepreneurship if you want to start your own business. With Aries here, you too tend to be more self-sufficient, which is there's nothing bad here at all. With Jupiter here, just watch for overindulgence and impulsivity and spontaneity. Jupiter can definitely expand on those themes there. But with the North Node being in Aries, it's sitting at a major apex of another T-square, so tapping into your friends, groups, networks, organizations, and your future endeavors and executing your future endeavors can help you to alleviate any inner conflicts and tension that you may have in regards to money matters, establishing your worth and value, building up your confidence and expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection, and your transformation and healing journey as well. With Jupiter in Aries right now, you're going through your Jupiter return. You have about 3 more days, so definitely enjoy that. But I will say this, it could have been a very busy time for you. Also, the fifth house does represent past life deeds that you've done that were beneficial for you. And because Jupiter's in that fifth house, definitely test your hand at the lottery. Hey, you never know, you could win. All right. With your fifth house ruler manifesting through 5 places from itself through your 9th house here, it is really important that you find a belief system, a meaning of life, a certain philosophy. This will help you to gain confidence within yourself as well, just as long as you don't rush through finding a philosophy or meaning of life as well too. We do have 6th house in Taurus, nothing major going on here. If in the case that you're diabetic, definitely watch for your intake of sweets, all right? But with 6th house in Taurus, also be sure that you're not giving your energy being of service to other people or helping other people to your detriment, all right? 6th house ruler is 3 places from itself in Cancer. In that 8th house, self-effort is required in regards to developing yourself personally. A lot of healing that needs to be done, so be sure to prioritize your healing journey. This will definitely help you towards your personal development journey as well. All right, 7th house in Gemini, in a past life or early on in life, you definitely could have been focused on siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, really becoming curious of mundane knowledge as well as communication and developing your skills. In this lifetime, there are some wounds here, okay? Now, I will say establishing that connection with yourself, having a relationship with yourself here too, with Chiron being in that 7th house, because there are wounds around other people projecting onto you, not having your purest intention at heart as well. It is important to have that relationship with yourself with this opposition being here. Also, finding it outlet to get those words out, to best express those thoughts, those opinions that you may have held back. So journaling, writing, speaking, whatever helps you can definitely help you to heal yourself, which can potentially help to heal other people as well. With your 7th house ruler being in the 8th house, you can definitely benefit from your partner's finances, as well as benefiting from your business's finances as well. Now, I will say here that anything that you're doing for business, you can benefit from having multiple businesses, since Gemini does things in multiple, which means that multiple sources of income can definitely be set up for you as well. You can also benefit from some sort of inheritance that you may not know of or be aware of. This can come from family as well too. With your 8th house being in Cancer, we have Venus, Mercury, the Sun here as well. Major focus is on transformation, your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. It is important to watch out for any suppressed emotions that do come up. Be sure to face them head on and not bottle them down again. With Mercury in Cancer, you're naturally a truth speaker, with that being in that 8th house, so just be sure that we're learning the power within our words, okay? Education definitely could have been pushed in the home early on. Your parents could have pushed you to further your studies, but I will say that with Mercury in Cancer, this is also quite an intuitive placement because there's a lot of intuitive nudges coming through. Be sure to listen to your intuition. I cannot stress that enough. All right, be sure to listen to your intuition. If not, this can be very transformative for you. An inheritance can definitely be in the stars for you since Venus is in the 8th house for you. Just be sure that we're not being intimate and vulnerable with everyone, okay? With Venus also being in Cancer in your 8th house, this means that you may yearn for a relationship that is quite depth, that has intimacy, vulnerability, as well as it is transformative, but it's transforming you both for the better. You also may yearn for a relationship that's quite nurturing, something that allows you to express your emotional well-being or your emotional authenticity, I should say, as well too. All right, with Mars and Leo in that 9th house. Oh, by the way, with your 8th house ruler being 6 places from itself, conflicts, issues, disputes can definitely happen through transformation and your healing journey as well, but you definitely have the energy to overcome it. The moon, as well as Jupiter, tends to purify things. With Leo in the 9th house, we have Mars here. Just be sure, as I said before, that we're not rushing to find a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system. This can lead to years of undoing, but you do shine within this area of your life, as well as expansion through travel and higher knowledge as well. With your 9th house ruler being 12 places from itself in that 8th house, you need to set up some energetic boundaries, especially pertaining to belief systems, because not all belief systems will resonate with you. You're meant to find your confidence through a meaning of life or through a belief system as well, but this may come with some karmic dealings through hidden enemies, endings, or loss as well too. And this can manifest through transformation or transformative situations, I should say too. With your 10th house, we have Virgo MC. Part of your mission in this lifetime is to really help to be of service to other people and really prioritizing your own personal development journey, which in turn helps other people to prioritize theirs, okay? With Virgo MC, just be sure to watch out for self-criticism, criticism of others. As I said, tapping into your personal life, processing your feelings and your emotions, as well as listening to your intuition can help you to alleviate from some inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling in that area of your life. With your 10th house ruler being 11 places from itself in that 8th house, you may have a lot of ups and downs in your career, may be quite transformative for you, but you're going to gain a lot in your career. A lot of gains and rewards can definitely come after the transformation happens, all right? And then you have your 11th house in Libra, nothing major happening here. I will say that other people definitely want to help you to execute any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. This could be friends, groups, networks, and organizations. So just be sure to take on the helping hand. You're not meant to do this alone, all right? With your 11th house ruler being 10 places from itself, this can be some a place of karmic lessons or karmic debt that needs to be paid, but you have the energy to overcome it here. I will say it could be quite transformative, but it's helping you to stand in your power at the end of the day. All right. Last but not least, we have Pluto and Scorpio in that 12th house there. Watch out for vengeance, revenge, over obsession. This can be karmic themes that can manifest through hidden enemies, karmic dealings, as well as endings or loss. All right. I will say prioritizing your connection with the universe, trusting in the unknown, and really focusing on spiritual development can help you to stand in your power, just as long as you don't over obsess with that as well. That's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see what's next. Who's next? Boop bop biddy boop bop. All right. Okay, so we have Irene and then we have Anthony, and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, so thank you. That's the goal. All right, Irene is up next. Irene is here. Yes, she is. All right, let's see here. Let me face this way. Irene, and okay. And let's see. Now I don't have a song for Romania. Romania, Romania. Thank you. That's a song. That's that. 227 and born in a year that I cannot disclose at this time. All right, everyone. Let's say hello to Irene. Hi, Irene. Hi, Irene. All right, Sagittarius ascendant. Let's see if you have any critical degrees. All right, Pluto 29 Libra, critical degree. North Node 0 Cancer, critical degree. Let's see over here. Do you have any critical degrees? Mars 1 Aries, critical degree. That's it, that's it. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Boop, beep, bop, boop. All right. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on letting life become your teacher, focusing on philosophy, meaning of life, and as well as a belief system. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but you're meant to expand on these themes as well, especially with the first house ruler being in the first house. This makes you naturally experienced and wise in life. Just be sure that we are applying it towards the action, towards our life's direction as well. With Uranus being in the first house, sudden changes within personality, identity, and independence as well, but the universe definitely just wants you to pay attention to your ideas when it shakes that up during its time, okay? That can help you to execute any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. With Neptune being here, establishing some sort of connection with the universe can definitely help you to better understand yourself and your personality as well. But I will also say it can also give you messages via your subconscious to help you in your career, status, legacy, and life's work too. All right, just be sure to find a balance between your healing journey and yourself, and this will all work out for you just fine here. Is that North Node in Gemini, or is that at 0 degree? Yep, is that 0 degrees Cancer? Okay. Second house, we have Capricorn. Nothing major going on here. Just be sure to watch out for frivolous spending and be sure that we are not equating our money to our worth and value as well. Here, you definitely need to build up your material security for yourself and establish your worth and value as well. The universe definitely may test your patience from time to time, so ask yourself when enough is enough. With the second house ruler being 11 places from itself in Scorpio in that 12th house, it may have a karmic feel to it, but there's a lot of gains and rewards to definitely benefit you here. So I will say as though that things are definitely happening for you over time, but it may happen after a transformation occurs in your life. Be sure to prioritize your healing journey, okay? Moving on to Aquarius in that third house, we have Mercury here. Be sure to pay attention to your ideas. They're quite innovative. They can help you towards your future endeavors as well. But you're a progressive speaker, so things that you communicate and share with other people may not come to fruition or may not come to pass for months or years down the road. You may find that you say something to other people, then a year later, everybody's talking about it. This is because the universe really wants you to understand that you are kind of ahead of the game in this department. Nothing bad about that. Just means that paying attention to your ideas and executing it at the right time. That way you can get on the boat with the timing, okay? Hey, Mike, how you doing? How you doing? All right, let's see what else is going on here. With your third house ruler being 10 places from itself, there is some karmic debts that we're paying off in regards to communication, so definitely watch out for spreading misinformation, spreading things that are gossip-like as well, because this can be quite karmic for you, all right? You do have the energy to overcome it. It definitely will overcome over a span of time, though, okay? With your fourth house being in Pisces, we have the sun here. Major focuses on processing your feelings and your emotions, really paying attention to home and family, and really paying attention to your intuition as well, channeling your authenticity. Who are you truly? Who are you to your core, okay? Be sure that we are not escaping processing our feelings and our emotions or escaping our emotions altogether. Be sure that we're also not escaping our intuition as well, okay? Developing a connection with the universe and really focusing on our spiritual development journey can definitely help us to further establish our feelings and our emotions as well too. But I will say anything that has happened, oh, by the way, I meant to tell you, with Pisces in the fourth house, there has something that has happened that has kind of snapped you into reality. But prior to that situation, you thought that life was normal, that everything was okay. You were kind of in your own little world. But then that situation happened and it kind of snapped you into reality and it caused you to question a lot. This was actually preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. There could be issues with the mother figure, especially with this opposition with Sun and and moon, could be father to some degree. But there's usually, when I see an opposition with sun and the moon, whatever's above the horizon, that is the visible issue. Okay, so there could be mother issues. There could also be father issues too, since it's in the 10th house. Whoever is the most dominant parent, there is an issue there. Okay, you may not get along with them quite easily, and this may cause you to really second guess your emotional well-being too. But it is all preparing you towards your career status. I can see in life's work, you're meant to be of service to other people, help them on their personal development journey, and really give them the tools that you have used to help them out as well. All right, with your 4th house ruler being 10 places from itself, there is some karmic debts being paid within home, family, and your processing feelings and emotions as well. Jupiter is trying to purify this energy for you here, so you'll definitely overcome it, okay? With your 5th house being in Aries, we have Mars and Venus here. Definitely watch for overindulgence. You like to have fun with other people like to have fun with you. Just be sure not to rush into anything that you cannot finish, if you know what I mean, okay? Because this can turn quite impulsive and spontaneous very quickly, okay? But I will say with Mars here, there's energy and drive to build up your confidence, to express yourself and to shine your light, and other people will definitely like this about you. Just be sure, as I said, not to rush, all right? 5th house ruler being in the 5th house, that just means that there's the utmost importance on putting yourself out there. Trevor's the OG throat, not the throat. Moving on to the 6th house, we have Taurus here. We have Chiron. Now, when I see Chiron in the 6th house, this does talk about wounds regarding critique, criticism, and perfectionism as well. Perhaps people didn't like your tone of delivery, and they thought that you were presenting as if you knew it all, that you had it all together, and so they projected and they critiqued you, and then you internalized those wounds. Please prioritize your personal development journey, as well as prioritizing establishing your worth and value. That'll help you to heal yourself, which potentially helps others to heal them too. Also, there's a karmic feel to this 6th house here, since your 6th house ruler is 12 places from itself in the sign of Aries. All right, so I will say establishing those energetic boundaries. That way you're not taking on any energy that is not yours, and that way you're not being responsible for people draining your energy or people that are taking advantage of your energy either as well too. All right, also establishing some sort of connection with the universe and implementing that within your day-to-day will definitely help you to heal yourself and heal other people as well too. All right, and then we have Gemini in the 7th house. So in a past life or early on in life, you definitely could have been focused on siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, communication, as well as developing your skills. I will say here, becoming curious of mundane knowledge is something that can definitely help you in this lifetime too, but this is going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. All right, you don't have anything here. You may benefit from having multiple businesses if you want to be an entrepreneur. It's definitely in the cards for you. With your 7th house ruler being 9 places from itself, this can be a means of expansion, and you may even find your own personal meaning of life or belief system through a relationship or even through your business too. All right, moving on to that 8th house in Cancer, we have the North Node there at 0 degrees. Is at that critical degree, which means that you're destined for longevity, but you're also destined to go through multiple transformations in your life. The universe wants you to master detachment, okay, and not over-obsess over certain things that are outside of your control, which means that you need to prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, really making peace with your past here. Now, when Cancer is in the 8th house, you also want to pay attention to any suppressed emotions that come to the surface. You want to face those head on. That way you're not suppressing them down again, okay? With Cancer being in your 8th house here, with your 8th house ruler actually being in the 10th house, I will say your healing journey can definitely help you to evolve in your career status, legacy, and life's work. There could be intensity within your career too, but self-effort is required in regards to your healing journey too, okay? Because that will definitely help your career growth, all right? Moving on to that 9th house in Leo, nothing major there. You do shine when you're finding a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system. This can also be a means to help you to build confidence for yourself. With your 9th house ruler being 8 places from itself, finding a belief system and finding a meaning of life can be quite transformative for you. You may go through a transformation at some point, which will definitely help you to figure out what your belief system is. Just be sure to not become too dogmatic with your belief system, because of the fact that Leo, or the fixed signs in general, tend to be a little too fixed. All right, he's the throat go. Oh my God, I'm screaming. With your 10th house being in Virgo, we have the moon here, as well as your MC. We already went over the MC. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but with the moon being there, whatever you do for your career, it needs to resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, it's not gonna make the cut. It's gonna be a chop, okay? So you really need to focus on finding something that is going to resonate with you emotionally, all right? Also with moon and Virgo, just be sure that we're not over intellectualizing our emotions, but rather feeling them through. You do find emotions emotional fulfillment through career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. With your 10th house ruler manifesting through Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, 6 places from itself, your career, status, legacy, life's work may cause issues, conflicts, and disputes, but you may be of service to other people, definitely may be in the healthcare or wellness industry as well. Definitely could do something with establishing your own business as well that helps other people to be the best versions of themselves, okay? Moving on to your 11th house in Libra, we have Pluto here at the tail wit end, you know, so other people are definitely meant to help you to execute your future endeavors. This could be friends, groups, networks, or organizations as well, so just allow other people to help you out. You're not meant to go it alone. Also, if you allow these people to help you out, this is what could help you to stand into your power, just as long as you don't over obsess with it. Also, prioritizing relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts can definitely help you to stand in your power as well, just as long as you don't over obsess with it. With your 11th house ruler manifesting 7 places from itself in that 5th house, confidence is definitely going to be needed to execute your future endeavors for yourself as well too. Last but not least, before I let you go, you have Saturn in Scorpio in that 12th house. So Saturn's in a planetary joy in the 12th house, which means that you need to spend time in solitude. All right, focusing on establishing that connection with the universe, trusting in the unknown, as well as really focusing on spiritual development journey. Definitely watch out for vengeance, revenge, and over obsession. This can come through karmic dealings such as hidden enemies, endings, and loss as well. With Scorpio being in your 12th house, just be sure not to over obsess over your spiritual development journey or your connection with the universe, and this is what's gonna help you to step into your power. Now, with your 12th house ruler being 6 places from itself in that 5th house, your spiritual development journey can definitely help you to gain some confidence, but this may come with some conflicts, issues, and disputes as well. This could also help you to be of service to other people too. Just be sure not to overly prioritize yourself there as well. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see. Thank you. Thank y'all. All right, what does North Node at 14 degrees mean? It's just adding a Taurus sprinkle, you know. 14 degrees just adds the Taurus flair, but that's pretty much it. You know, it really depends on the sign in the house. That's what I'm looking more towards. You know, you're amazing. Oh, thank you. All right, last but not least, we have Anthony. Anthony, we're finally up to you. We made it. All right, here we go. Ooh, if I can get myself together forever. Is Anthony here? I know he was here before. All right, Anthony is here. Great. Is there any social media game degrees or fame degrees or indicators? So in degree theory, there is the saying that 5, 17, and 29 degrees tends to be the fame degrees, but they only observe people that have been in the public eye. You really want to take into consideration that this is degree theory, not degree facts. I'm not ignoring your comments. That's why I said thank you before. Not that. Anyway, so yes, there are degrees or fame indicators, but I would say just take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because you may not have 5, 17, or 29 degrees in your chart, but you could still be famous. All right, let's see. I will bless you with unlimited knowledge. I mean, I do have the North Node in the 3rd house, so I'll give you the knowledge. Will you meet your guides? Stay tuned for that. Let's see. What Trev does when midnight strike. Mike, oh my God. I'm sure he has much knowledge, but it's not the type of knowledge I'm looking for. Oh my God, what is Mike telling you? What is he telling you? Oh my God. I'm sweating because I'm hot, because it's hot today. Oh my gosh, pulling my peach, aren't you? Anyway. All right, Anthony. Dallas, Texas. All my exes live in Texas. All right, that's it. That's all I got for Texas. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right. Mike, just say you're from Chicago. See? Chicago. It's a city that's exciting. It's a city that's inviting. It's a city for a person just like me. They have a lake called Michigan. I think I might be fitting in. The city is my favorite cup of tea. Chicago. Thank you. I'm here all week. I'm not. All right, everybody, let's say hello to Anthony. Hi, Anthony. All right, let's flip the script. All right, let's see here. Girl, I'm Dutch. Period. You can turn Trev on by holding his head right. Ew, no, ew. Not even that. Ugh. Throwing up. Anyway. All right, let's see if you have any critical degrees down here. You do. You have Uranus 26 Capricorn critical degree, and that's pretty much all I'm seeing over here. Let's go over here. All right, let's see. Mercury 0 Cancer critical degree, and that's it. Your Jupiter sitting right on top of my sun. That's it. All right, let's see up here. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on your transformation as well as your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. Really letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, all right? You are well experienced and definitely wise. You can definitely have that from past lives as well, naturally a truth seeker as well, but you need to realize the power within yourself, okay? You being yourself and focusing on your identity, your independence, and taking action towards your life direction may trigger other people's unhealed wounds, all right? But you're giving them the choice to either heal or to project, so don't take on that projection if you get it, okay? Because you'd be surprised how many people are walking around with their mask still on their face, you know? But with North Node in the first house, you're also meant to prioritize yourself, your independence, and your identity, juxtapose relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well, all right? Any action that you do take using Jupiter, using your experience, can definitely aid in helping towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work, and finding a philosophy, a meaning of life, a certain belief system as well too. All right, moving on to your second house. Oh, by the way, before we get to that, your first house ruler and your chart ruler could be found 7 places from itself. So I know the major focus is tending to be on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. Just be sure to find the balance between the two, with the opposition being here, okay? Let's see here. We have the second house in Sagittarius. Watch out for frivolous spending here. Finding a meaning of life, a certain belief system as well, can definitely aid in growing your sources of income. But with your second house ruler being 12 places from itself, this could come with some karmic energy here. Finances could be karmic. They may go out, or there may be periods where nothing is coming in. So that you're just paying off some karmic debts there. But Jupiter is all about purification. So it is purifying that area of your life for you. All right. With the third house in Capricorn, we have Neptune, we have Uranus, and we have the moon as well, which means that your communication, developing your skills, is actually getting better with time. But I will say, with Capricorn ruling over your third house, watch for spreading misinformation or gossip, because this will definitely come with some karmic energy. Okay, let's see here. We have Neptune here. You may yearn to be a great communicator. With Uranus, do pay attention to your ideas here, okay? They can help you to manifest any future endeavors that you may have for yourself as well, and you'll find emotional fulfillment through these ideas, as well as communicating with other people, sharing information as well too. Sharing information in regards to career, status, legacy, and life's work can actually help you in your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. It can actually help you to find fulfillment within your career too. With your third house ruler being 3 places from itself in Saturn and Pisces, self-effort is required here, but it is naturally getting better with time. You can actually find confidence through communicating with other people, perhaps finding a community or your soul tribe as well. All right. Now we have the 4th house in Aquarius. Could indicate an unconventional upbringing here. It also could indicate that you may have a harsh relationship with home and family, processing your feelings and your emotions as well. Just be sure not to over-intellectualize your feelings and your emotions, but rather feel them through. You don't have anything major happening in that 4th house, but your 4th house is expressing itself through Saturn and Pisces. So when you process your feelings and your emotions, this can actually lead to another source of income for you, and it can also lead you to find your natural gifts and talents as well. All right. With your 5th house being in Pisces, we have Saturn here. So this means that you are working on building up your confidence and expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection. It is really important that we are actually making our dreams a tangible reality with Saturn and Pisces here, but not overly working ourselves, okay? Finding the balance between work and play. But with Saturn and Pisces, your dreams need some structure and organization behind them, and you definitely have the energy and the confidence to make that happen for yourself. Be sure to find the balance and establish that confidence. That way you can execute your future endeavors. All right, let's see here. Then we have the 6th house in Aries. Now, you don't have anything here. The universe is actually fighting for your health, so you may not get sick that much, but just be sure that we're not overworking yourself to our detriment. Anything that you do in your day-to-day can actually contribute towards your material resources as well. All right, moving on to that 7th house. In a past life, or even early on in this life, you definitely could have been focused on establishing your worth and value, as well as a material security. You definitely could have been focused on your home and family life, especially your immediate family, especially. But this could also mean that you're finding your natural gifts and talents. Just be sure not to rush to find your natural gifts and talents, but all these themes pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well. All right, but not rushing in or out of relationship, rushing through business dealings, especially. Definitely watch out for that. Be sure to dot your I's and cross your T's. Also, be sure that we're not staying in relationships that no longer serves us, staying in those toxic relationships as well. They're not going to make the cut, okay? Also, be sure to have that relationship with yourself with that opposition there, okay? 7th house ruler is going to be manifesting through that 9th house, so it's 3 places from itself. Self-effort is required. All right, in your 8th house, we have Sun in Gemini. Major focuses on transformation, your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life. You will get wisdom that you're meant to share with others here, okay? Just be sure that we're not spreading gossip or misinformation. That could actually be quite transformative for you. With your 8th house ruler being in the 9th house, this can actually lead to a lot of expansion, and it could lead to money dealings. It can be another source of income, sharing your information with other people to help them find their own meaning of life, or perhaps this can mean or help you to find your own natural gifts and talents as well. With your 9th house being in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, education definitely could have been pushed in the home. Your parents could have pushed you to further your studies early on in life, but I will say with Mercury in Cancer, listen to your intuition. You're going to get a lot of intuitive nudges, okay? So this may be to find your own path, to find your own meaning of life. Also, you're meant to share your experience, your story, your wisdom with other people. So don't be afraid to speak out your story with other people as well too, okay? With Venus here in Cancer, other people are definitely going to help you to find your own meaning of life as well as find your belief system or philosophy. So don't be opposed to other people helping you there. An indicator to help you to find which belief system or meaning of life is right for you, find what resonates with you emotionally, okay? With Cancer ruling over that 9th house, whatever resonates with you emotionally will definitely stick. 9th house ruler is in that 3rd house, so natural desire to communicate with other people and to get other people's perspectives as well as developing your skills, okay? This is naturally going to get better over a span of time. You definitely have some fortunate energy manifesting for you here too. With your 10th house ruler, we have Leo MC. Major focus is going to be on building up that confidence and expressing yourself, shining your light, putting yourself out there, as well as helping others to do that, being a motivator for other people too. With your 10th house ruler being in the 8th house, you may have a lot of ups and downs within your career. It could even be quite transformative, but it takes that transformation to gain the rewards that the universe is going to give you, since your 10th house ruler is 11 places from itself, okay? With that 11th house being in Virgo, you have Chiron there. There are definitely wounds in regards to feeling rejected, misunderstood, as well as trying to fit into groups that you are not supposed to be a part of. Definitely be sure that you're not being afraid to beat your own drum, as well as finding acceptance for your originality, your unconventionality, and your quirks as well. You're different for a reason. You have the energy that can progress society forward as well as make the world a better place. All right, just watch out for criticism for self and for other people as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions on your journey too. With your 11th house ruler being 11 places from itself, this means that a lot of gains and rewards can come when you utilize your ideas and put them into tangible reality, thus executing any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. Last but not least, we have the 12th house in Libra. Could indicate karmic relationships, but you don't have anything there further that will disclose that. But I will say with Libra in the 12th house, definitely traveling to foreign lands can help you to develop yourself spiritually, and even relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connections, business contracts can aid you on your spiritual development journey. With your 12th house ruler being 10 places from itself, there could be some karmic dealings in regards to your spiritual development that you're meant to pay off, but you definitely have the energy to overcome it, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. You do have some T-squares here, but you have that grand cross that cancels each other out, thus making the energy flow throughout the modality, so you're all good there, all right? Thank you. Okay, 27 degrees MC. It's just adding a Gemini degree. Could be a jack of all trades, master of none, but you'll always do it better than the master of one. But with it being at 27 degrees, it's just adding the Gemini degree there too. If you have Mercury in that placement, that can actually add to it. But let's see here. Okay, Mike and Alara have definitely went down the rabbit hole there. Oh, okay. Let's see here. All right, be sure to like and share to get us out there. Also, if you're not already doing so, be sure to follow me. That way you get notified every time I go live. If you're watching the pre-recorded version, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. But until next time, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. I got some things to do today. So definitely have a great weekend. Saturday, May 13th, 2023. Have a good weekend, everybody. Take care. Good luck. Oh, I have no fake degrees. It's not a fake degree. 27 degrees is just a Gemini degree. But that's pretty much it, everyone. Take care. Goodbye. If it'll end.